shifty small forward. That's his position, bro.
Yeah, I get what you were trying to say with Durant, but I think you just
I
put
seen
the
his dribble
wrong.
moves, bro. He be cooking niggas. He be sizing them up with the, and he hit that little off that 1 foot, bro. He's gone,
Yeah,
bro.
he's a hoop. He's a great offensive player. I would argue he's a better offensive player than LeBron. LeBron is just like a better all
Man,
around basketball player.
man, I know. Jalen Green got traded to Phoenix. I know Drea's like, yes, we're moving closer to Los Angeles.
Oh, he got traded to Phoenix.
Yeah, him and his baby mama, a 40-year-old woman, they moving out of
Yo,
Houston.
I'm not listen. If there was ever a situation I'm not mad at, where the woman is way older, is that situation because she is bad.
Bro,
Who,
she's not, bro.
Drea?
Bro. Gilbert Arenas was hitting that, bro. What we talking
Whoa,
about,
Does
whoa.
that make her not bad though?
Yeah, I know,
bro?
right?
She
Like, what was that about?
Like
no.
I
Now
just
Gilbert Arenas' new wife is bad. Melly Monaco. Now she bad.
yeah, the French hottie. Yeah,
She
I like
alright.
her. No, I like
Melly
her. She
Monaco
bad.
bad, dog.
You
She
know, believe it or
alright.
not, it's more or less her personality that I fuck with. But I love her skin. She got them pretty brown eyes and shit
Woo,
like
them hazel.
pretty
To
brown
see
eyes
I
looking
think they
at shit.
green. I think they green or
to
something like.
me it's the
Green
opposite.
eyes.
I like her look. I don't like her personality. Her
Really? Why
look.
You
not?
talking about the
Honestly,
podcaster, Melly
I
Monaco?
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's Gilbert
but I
Arenas'
do think
wife.
she's pretty though. I do think
Oh,
she's pretty
okay.
though.
I don't know
I
how
do.
Gilbert Arenas got her.
I
Cause
do
he
think
a
Gilbert
she's
Arenas.
pretty.
multi-millionaire. Didn't he have a contract for $100 million at one point?
Gilbert Arenas only a 2-time All Star in the NBA.
Nigga, we talking about
Cause he
money
had he
now, bro.
had he had some issues off the court. That's
I
why.
know, cause bringing them guns.
Bringing
I
a
know. I
gun,
was middle school.
bring the gun in the locker room and
He was
shit.
ready to. Hey, he was ready to
Hey,
do it.
like
Like
that nigga must was getting picked on or something. Like, why you think
Gilbert
he
Arenas
was
bring
probably
guns in
getting
the locker.
he was probably getting bullied by like the center or some shit.
right?
Like,
Hey,
Nick Young.
you
Nick
that's
Young
the
was in the
locker
locker
room?
room. Nick Young was there.
Don't y'all got security or something,
yeah,
nigga?
big multi-millionaire NBA star with all
They
the
got
police and
suspended for like
security in the world, and
what?
he brings a
That
gun
shit.
to the.
Right, that shit happened in middle school, bro. That shit. Well, he got suspended for 3 months. Like that shit was ridiculous.
Hey, Rick James, thank you for saying that because this is the truth. He's like, yo, whenever Ryan says I'm not gonna be on here long, we end up getting a 12-hour live. But remember, I
Every
said that
rip. I was
earlier.
just thinking that shit too.
I was literally about to close the live out at like at like 1 p.m. It was like 12:50. I'm like, all right, y'all, the last 5 minutes.
We closer to 1 a.m. at this point, bro.
What?
But yeah, bro. Chance said, "Damn, they ain't got no security in the locker room bringing guns."
Yeah, he
I'm
had
like, God damn,
personal.
that nigga must have been sitting in the car with that pistol like them niggas pick on me today. It's over.
That shit was all on ESPN. He had a mugshot. Like that shit was ridiculous.
Nah, they
Cause
had him. They had
I think
him.
he got released after that too. Like the Washington Wizards released him.
They had him like that like the scene from that one movie, the movie with Tupac,
Oh shit,
but
this motherfucker lying. What?
where
Why the
Buddy
fuck is that
grabbed the gun and brought it to the basketball court.
Oh, you talking about
You talking
Wood
about above the
Harris? Wood
rim?
Harris when he shot, yeah,
Yeah.
he shot Leon. 'Cause Leon was hooping. Leon came out in the trench coat, started hooping. That nigga was a real one. A baller to just hoop like that, no shorts, up in the
That's,
dress shoes.
that's crazy.
Beyond.
Like I don't know, hooping, bro. Like, bro, even DeMarcus Cousins, bro, playing for the Puerto Rican team and got banned.
Yeah, above the rim. That's a fact. Above the rim. That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah, that was crazy. DeMarcus Cousins getting banned, bro.
You know what? I'm not
They
surprised.
all the
I'm not.
Puerto
I'm
Rican
not surprised.
police tried to throw his ass out. They couldn't contain this dude.
I wasn't even close to being surprised. He been had like the little anger issue situation.
Yeah, this nigga trying to act like Shaggy on Scooby Doo. Ha 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 ha.
Yo, that's crazy. Who said that?
Nigga Christopher.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, y'all laughing like that. Y'all fucked up at y'all laughing at that.
I was just laughing
I'm
at
not
what you said. I didn't even hear what you said. I
right.
just heard that the way you said it.
Like Mike said, Arena signed a 6-year, $111 million contract.
I
And only
knew he
played
had
$3
$100
years.
million deal.
That's when he started when he's in his prime, going to the All-Star games and getting Adidas sneaker. He's on the cover of NBA Live.
Yeah. And that was back in the days when
Bro,
$100
I
million
had the
contracts
PSP.
wasn't even that popular.
Bro,
Like,
when Gilbert Arenas was on the cover of that Live run, I had the PSP, bro, that had the box, that had the,
Bro, we
yeah,
believe it.
I had the white PSP, not the black one, the white one, the slim.
that's
Like,
crazy.
nigga, they need to bring them shits back. I don't give a fuck. Like,
What
bring
the
them
PSP?
PSPs back. Yeah.
They don't have them no more.
Nigga, I would have been playing that shit
I
right
guess
now.
not.
Them shits went obsolete when PlayStation 3 came out. Yeah, Gilbert Arenas was that
Think about
nigga
getting
though,
a
but
PS5.
I don't know. I don't know who's the baddest NBA wifey right now. Like the baddest one. Like I know what's his name for the Timberwolves. McDaniels, he got a baddie, but you know what I mean?
I would hope they all got baddies, to be honest with you.
Well shit, they sitting courtside every night. Like
The baddest one is probably the one nobody know her name. Like she just bad, like in the corner, just bad for no reason. Like
Girl say just in the corner, bad.
yo, you know when you watch the game, you like who that little chick right there in the corner of the basket, like you know?
it be like that. It be like that. It be that like the little bad one, the little arm candy joint that like nobody knows her name. Like
I think all the fine chicks, they be sitting course at the Atlanta games and the Memphis games. And maybe the Dallas games. You know? Like
yeah, when
Miami
it's prime
Heat, when you
time,
go to a
like
Miami Heat game, you getting a Dominican chick sitting courtside, a Puerto Rican chick.
yeah, when it's like prime time, that's when the joints, they courtside.
Bro, like what? The race to the playoffs and it's playoff time and
What the fuck? Nigga, you hear me?
Like
I swear to God, I'm gonna shoot your shit up.
yo, Chan got that
yo,
Damn,
bad
I
road
forgot I was on YouTube. Man, my bad. I was just playing.
yo. I'm that. What I tell y'all boys, when you in a car, I don't know what it does to you. Like the road rage shit crazy.
Man, I was just driving and I got the right of way. Bro was driving like he don't give a fuck. Like I'm just in my mind. Well, I guess I said it out loud. I forgot I was on speaker.
He's like Cham's like let me move on. Let me not let it fester.
Man, no, because I'm gonna go about my business. Because if you gonna hit me, you gonna have to hit me. But I swear to God, you're not gonna like the drama behind it. Man, just because an accident is an accident, but if you just blatant with some shit and it goes down, bro,
Yeah, I don't think Chan. Hey, Ryan, I don't think Chan could
listen.
drive. I don't think Chan could drive in DR.
That's what I'm worried about though, because you got to keep in mind, I know motherfuckers got to shooting at people behind that horn shit, and then in the
Yeah,
DR, they take horns like vitamin, bro.
yeah. The DR, you can't like. When I haven't been to DR in a while, I have to remind myself like, okay, this DR, they do the horn shit out here. Like,
For real, because that shit has took as disrespect in America.
like
yeah,
remember what Mike said? Mike said, man, he got to an accident. He said the dude I told the dude, come on, your car's fucked up. Just keep going, bro. I'm not trying to miss my flight.
yeah.
Where you live at, Mr. Chan?
What you say?
Chan, where you live at?
You talking about just now? I'm in Minnesota right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. These people, see, here's the thing.
Minnesota drivers.
When it's a clear day and shit like that, people out here act like they don't know how to drive. But when it's snow, I done seen the most gracefulest driving I ever seen in my life. Like, what the fuck is that about?
The sun be making niggas go crazy.
You know what it is? When you're in harsh conditions, you gotta pay attention. That's what it is. You purposely pay attention. Like, cause I do that. Like, if I don't want to say this, but like, if I'm slightly intoxicated, like I'm a I'm a superstar driver. Like, I'm both hands on the wheel. Like, I'm focused. Like,
Ryan, play it smart, man. Ryan, you was getting faded too, like you was in Panama.
You said play it
That's how you
smart,
get faded
Ryan.
back home. I advise you to take an Uber home and come back with your car the next day.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to have Ryan drive me back because we was in Casco Viejo.
I didn't want to.
No, because we was in Casco Viejo, and where he
Ryan
was
was
staying
turned
at,
up, bro.
the
Ryan
sand.
was
I mean, his Airbnb was like right outside of Casco Viejo, and I lived like where the strip club was at, and I was like, nah, I'm not even going to do that to homeboy because he already been drinking too. Nah, he
right.
good.
Yeah, I was right next. Yeah, I stayed right next to the Casco Viejo. Then, no, that's a fact. I was like, yeah, it was right there.
Ryan had the camera on mute. Black cleaner. Ryan over there throwing the bottle.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Like he on some Diddy shit. Throwing the Ciroc bottle, popping bottle. I was like, bro, Ryan, bro, you too faded, bro.
You wildin'.
Ryan had them glasses on. I don't know, it was Cartiers.
No, see that other night where I was on live, I definitely took an Uber. I definitely took an Uber that night. I took a Uber. Like
Ryan was gone, bro.
I was. And you know what's crazy? Like I wasn't even like faded, like drunk. I was just sleepy. Like I was just genuinely sleepy. Like.
Ryan unmuted himself to let us hear the little music that was playing. Ryan's taking a sip of the martini, he's putting all of them out like, yo. I was like, Ryan's a millionaire for one night.
I learned my lesson, dog.
I was like, man, Ryan, you had like $1 million, bro. I can see you turning up 3 days out the week up in the club.
And then you gotta be cool because like
Sunday turn
in Panama, they be setting up them damn speed traps just for the drunks. Oh yeah. So that's another thing too. You don't know when they're gonna set them up.
Oh, you talk about those speed traps? Like if you drive on the wrong side and they pierce your tires?
Nah, it's where they just have it like a roadblock where they checking IDs.
Ken, stop saying my business. That's for the back check. Hope you didn't hear it.
Okay. But here's the thing, you told on yourself. That's crazy. You just said something crazy.
Don't bring it up for the people that didn't hear.
We talking about a speed trap, like they gonna lay the spikes out because you speed.
No. Some speed bumps, like they got those things. I seen them in apartments.
It's different between the speed trap and the speed bump, though.
No, like if you go on, like, so I used to live in a gay community in Florida, right? So
you say you used to live in a gay community?
Gated community. Don't try me, Ken.
What the fuck?
A gated community.
Okay. Please pronounce your words, because I heard gay community. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Y'all be trying to roast a nigga. Anyway,
no, that's what I thought I heard. I swear to God.
Keyword, you thought. You didn't hear, you thought. That's the innuendo, my brother. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, like, there's like those little, like I seen it like spikes. So if you go on the oncoming traffic side, like you get spiked. You know what I mean? Instead of going
like what they have at the rent-a-car spots.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. They be having those. You go up to certain subdivisions and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking that Black Cleaner's talking about.
No, they're not gonna spike your tires for driving fast, bro.
Shoot, them spikes, man, they flatten the tire, all right.
Now, if you going the wrong way, I can see that, especially at a rental-car place, because you're more than likely still in the car if that's the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's still in the car.
So they rather replace the tires than have to replace the whole car, which makes sense. But you speeding, they just gonna put all your tires on flat. That'll be some bullshit, bro. That'll be some bullshit, nigga. I'll be so mad. I'll be like, nigga, what y'all do that for? You was going 55 in a 50. What?
Now I gotta pay money to get these tires. They're like, you should have slowed down. You don't have to pay no money, sir.
Shit. Nah, that would be some bullshit, bro. Like, nah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, man.
They got the new technology coming out though, where when you are speeding, they have the speed bump pop up.
Oh shit.
Now
Yeah,
you know what
you haven't seen those yet?
Nah, not in
Crazy.
Washington. I live in Washington State, so I haven't seen that.
Oh, that
Yeah, they
shit
were
gonna
showing
fuck
the
some
reels
people
where,
up.
like, if you going like 65, 70, like like what you just said, like in a 55, then they'll have a speed bump pop up on your ass.
That's
That's crazy.
crazy.
Hell no.
Do you know how that's gonna fuck some people up though? That's crazy, bro. I
Yep.
swear.
Like shit. Like how many states is that in? I ain't seen it in Washington State.
Well, they were just showing the technology. I think it's not even. It's just probably like in China or something like that. It was on one of these reels
Okay.
I was watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, China living in goddamn it 2045 or some shit. They living the shit.
that's what they living in.
Yeah, they be showing some ill shit over there. They
I
had
know
the
all these
one.
high tech. They got like these high tech ear cleaning machines, and you know, like yo,
Ear
this
cleaning
high tech
machine.
shit. Yeah, man. Like you don't go get your ears clean.
I clean my ears. I never went to go get them clean.
Yeah, man. They stick that. You see the camera and everything. They got like these little water things you put on your head, and you
I think
know.
that's like a doctor's appointment, bro.
He said that's like a doctor's appointment. Yeah, man. Especially Japan got some technology too, boy. In Japan.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back there. I used to live there. That's when I was in the military back in '95. So
Mhm.
everything that's jumping off right now, that's what was going on in Japan in '95.
Yeah, man. I be seeing people going to barbershops in there. They be like these dudes. Like, oh, these guys hitting wheelies on the motorcycles outside. 80 of these dudes.
I
That's
seen the
reckless and
weakest
dangerous.
dude ever. He talking about Japan, talking about I don't like the girls here. They just fetishize black men. Like, bitch, that's where I want to be.
Dude had a sheet on the back of his motorcycle.
Oh, shit, that's crazy. Boy, they just fetishize us. Like, all right, shit. Let me try
Japan
that
is
for
cool
a
as
minute.
hell. I mean, the reason I like Japan is because hip hop, they really make hip hop look cool in Japan because they take all of the negative
American.
aspects out of hip hop and just
Yo,
keep
y'all.
all of all of what the essence of what hip hop really is about:
Right.
peace, love, unity, and having fun. So that's the
See,
one thing that I do love about Japan.
yeah, see, I can tell Black Cleaner from that, that KRS-One Boogie Down Productions era. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
because how you sound, I'm like, you do sound like KRS-One, like.
Avery, what you know about KRS-One, bro?
I know that one song. Wata dang, the wata dang dang, the sound of the 9mm go bang. And everybody know that song. Anyway, like, hip hop. That I mean, you're from Boston, from that New York era, so
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
like LeBron say, I'm a hip hop historian.
Yeah, did my phone cut off?
No, we can still hear you.
Oh, okay. No, my alarm went off. I be having alarms and shit set.
But I seen that video, like Black Clean. You seen that video of those Japanese rappers and stuff, and they had the girls rapping. I'm like, why these girls like anime characters? There was a couple of some baddies up in that joint, little black and Japanese chicks. I said, oh, I'll get those ones right there, the black and Japanese ones.
Avery, high key, you be coming off a little racist, bro.
What are you talking about? Nah, man. I don't be calling out no racist.
Just a little bit, man. Like like he's a tad bit racist. That's Uncle Avery. He say racist shit, don't even know it's racist.
Who's that? The last line, somebody called me Uncle Ruckus. Like, yo, like, I don't know who said
you
that.
niggas over there.
Don't trust them new here.
Look at Black Cleaner nose.
Don't trust niggas with the hand on the trigger. I was a boondock fanatic.
That episode.
So Black Cleaner, what I was say, I got a question for you. So, would you say all of those Asian countries are like safe, like everybody be talking about? Like, I know they say Thailand super safe. They say Japan is super safe and clean. Would you say all of those Asian countries are like that?
Except Philippines. I mean, I've been to Philippines is like the Asian Dominican Republic.
Oh.
Niggas
Well,
finna
where I
start
was at,
flocking
because
there
I
now.
went to I was at when I went there. The military was just leaving, or just have left the Philippines. They had their own military base over there. So I was in an area called Subic Bay, which was not too far from Angeles City. You know, not too far from Manila. So, and when I walked up in there, it looked just like Sosua.
Mm.
Me and my boys, we walking down the street. All these girls is hanging outside the bar. One of the chicks, you know, she done yelled that to us because all of them used to be like, "Oh, hey brother, hey brother." So one of the chicks was like, "Hey brother," and one of my boys was like, "Hey ho."
Damn.
But yeah, but if you know, just like Sosua, if you go to the wrong area, you know what I'm saying, or if you leave the main strip and try to go off into one of them little side streets, you could get got.
Damn.
But other than Philippines, I would say pretty much every place else was pretty much safe.
I hear
Japan is
Cambodian
cool.
got some thick Asian chicks.
Yeah, I love them
Yeah,
thick Asian chicks, boy.
with a big bowling ball head too.
I'll accept that. It's just more to hold on to.
Man, hey, Black Clinton, you ain't never seen no fine little midgets out there, man. Out the
This nigga
Philippines.
weird as hell, man.
No, they be the fine midgets, man.
Midget.
Get you find one of them fine midgets like Tanya Tejana, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't nobody even know who that
Asian
is with
midget.
you, Avery.
I have never seen an Asian midget before. That is
I
funny.
don't
They
think
be
I
thick.
have neither. That's crazy.
They be thick. I'm serious, the Filipino. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I seen a Dominican midget. They be fine.
Yeah, that Dominican midget, she be on like Instagram. She kind of
Yep.
like popular.
Mm-hmm. You know
I
y'all
thought
want
she
to
was
mess
from
around with a
Colombia.
midget.
I thought that. So that one with that she was from the Dominican Republic, the one that was always be on the feeds
Instagram.
and all of that. I thought she was from
That's
Yep.
what I
Colombia.
thought. It could be Colombia. I
Or
thought it was.
Mexico. Mexico, they some brownies out there too. You know what I'm
Yeah, I don't like no Mexicans. I'm sorry.
saying? Yo, you sound just like Chan asked me that the other day. Remember, Chan? You said, why you don't like the Mexicans? Remember, Chan?
Yeah, but Avery's a little racist though. So
Nah. Y'all gonna keep calling me Uncle Ruckus, man. Y'all,
Avery's a tad bit racist. And
y'all, like Black Cleaner said, the hand on the trigger. Nigga.
Yeah. But yeah, the Mexicans is built like SpongeBob. They all flat and squarish. So yeah.
And then they got that eyebrow makeup, man.
Yeah, I can't get with them. Sorry. I mean, I mean, they're very hospitable. I love them, you know, for that. But I mean, in terms of dating any of them, nah.
You said I'd rather get one in California or something. Man, shit. Like, yo, I'm pretty sure, like Black Clean, you been to California, you know how the Mexican girls be in LA with the tattoos on their face. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and Sand Dog, yeah.
You call them what?
San Diego, yeah.
I thought you called them sand dogs. I thought you called them. I sound like Chan use the word I thought.
I did say Sand Dog, but I meant Sand Dog for San Diego, not they are Sand Dogs.
They would have took that as derogatory. Who you called the
Oh,
sand?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I saw that one when I was in LA, bro. I saw this Mexican chick. She had like tattoos on her face. Like, they wasn't bad. She had like one tat, like on some blue face style shit. Then she had like tattoos on her neck, but she was a baddie, bro. Like, I was like, damn. But I was like, shoot, she might be part of that MS-13, man.
Yeah, you're not
Avery.
Bro,
as my
I swear, I took the bus to Venice Beach, bro. She was headed to Venice Beach. Like, bro, everyone on that bus from UCLA to Venice, like, I'm telling you, nobody sat next to that girl on the bus.
Avery,
Bus
if
is
you
packed.
if you say some of that stuff out loud, I hate to hear what you holding back, bro.
What you mean?
Like Avery be saying some wild shit.
Man, that girl's fine, though. Shit. She was
I
fine.
will tell you this, because and I shameless plug again, because there is a section in my book where I was speaking to this Colombian chick, and the one thing that she said is the chicks that got the tattoos all over their body, those are street girls. They will drink. They're not there for love. They're there to drain you. So leave the girls with the tats alone.
Mr. Pepper's cracking jokes, bro. Mr. Pepper, I was messing with one chick that was tatted, bro. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but to have a tattoo on your neck though, like,
man, y'all keep putting 777 for Lucky Throat.
Lucky Throat. Yeah, Lucky Throat.
Oh,
you get that throat, you lucky, nigga. But I don't know.
Thought I hit the jackpot. I had the jackpot throat.
That's crazy.
Damn, Mr. Pepper keep talking about it. What, you want Jackpot Throat's number? I'm like, damn. Shoot, yeah.
Oh,
We was
Miss Santiago.
Yeah, Miss Santiago. Yeah, right. Yeah, they've been cracking on me for like 2-3 months about this girl, Black Clean. Even Jay, Miguel, everybody.
Oh man.
You need redemption, brother. You need redemption.
Man, you sound like Jay, Ryan. Hey, Black Clean, Jay said, Avery, man, you gotta go back to DR. He's like, you gotta redeem yourself, young brother. He was like, you gotta have a redeem trip, cuz.
You gotta get your lick back, dog.
Man, remember Jay said, Avery, all this game, me, Ryan, Jan, Ronan been telling you, and you still gonna go down there and mess up.
That's what I be wondering, because like, you know, that was the one thing that didn't happen to me when I went to Dominican Republic. I did not get got.
No, I didn't get got. It's just that the chick, she was a
You
beggar.
just chose the wrong one. I got you.
Yeah, and then like, I thought I had a nice girl, but she ended up being a beggar. And Jake said, man, you supposed to block that girl, man. You still keep in contact with her.
And he like, I love her, dog.
Yeah. And then, hey, Cham's like, Jay, he even talking about bringing the girl to the United States. Everybody's like, oh, Lord, yo, remember?
Hey, Avery finna become a Padre.
Well, nah.
It's all good, hey man. I don't burn bridges either, man. Even the chicks that be begging, I just fade the black on them. That's all I do.
Man.
I don't block nobody. I just fade the black on them. That's it.
Right. A couple people was like, man, don't block that girl, man. Don't listen to them. A couple people.
Yeah. What for? You know, you just fade the black on them. Something good might come of it in the future.
Right.
You know.
Oh, what's up?
Prime that had to hop on.
What's up? What's up, Black Cleaner? What's up, Charlie?
What's going on?
Dude, Prime.
Yeah, everybody gonna stop leaving me in Lucky Throat alone. Like,
oh, you talking about your Lucky 777?
Oh, yo, you see Black Cleaner? What I'm talking about?
I love her, dog. I love her.
I ain't gonna say nothing about it because I don't want to get Chris Rock.
That woman, bro. I never said I love that bro, man. I said I like the bro. I don't love him, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Avery. When she fed you the grape, I thought it was over for you.
It was a wrap.
Yeah, it was over.
It was a wrap.
It was done.
Man, probably you better not probably me, Black. You gotta sing the Rucker Rucker song. Hands on the trigger, like.
Avery, wow.
Like,
yeah,
bro.
Man.
Like we was talking with the Mexican shorties. I was like, bro, like I'd rather talk to the American and Mexican shorties, like not the straight Mexican ones, bro. Like I seen videos of Tijuana and how they be looking outside Hong Kong. I'm like, oh no. You know?
Yeah, I gotta shout out to the Black Cleaner, man. I ain't seen him on no panels in a minute.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was finishing this book up.
Yeah, like it's funny because like every time somebody would tell me about Panama, even though I haven't met Mystic, I haven't met the Black Cleaner, I'll be like, yo, you should holler at him because I know he's out there.
yeah. I told him he very highly talked about in a good way in this space.
know.
Yeah, I told DC about him. DCP. I said, yo, hit up Black Cleaner, man. He out there.
Like I first seen Black Clean was on Ronan's Lives.
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Prime told me like you should reach out to Black Cleaner.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. I told Ryan the same thing. Yeah, I got to rap to Black Cleaner too, because I'm thinking about going to Panama, but I got to get with you, man.
Yeah, man. I think is y'all getting burnt out on DR? Let me ask y'all
Pause.
that.
Yeah, that was a pause. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's
Is
pause.
y'all really getting burnt out on DR?
And he got me with that too, yo. Let's pause.
Yo, what just happened in the chat?
I don't know.
I'm not even looking at that.
Yo, shout out to the chat. Yo, so, someone said something about like they met the thickest joint they ever met. Some
Oh, the
crazy
white girl
In San
said
Antonio.
San Antonio Mexican women are thick as hell sometimes. That dude must be from Texas then.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
built like
don't know,
the
man. It's
refrigerator
different,
William
man.
Curry.
What'd you say, Black Queen?
So she's built like the Chicago Bear refrigerator William Curry. That's how thick she is.
Running in the end zones like
No, I ain't.
1986 Bears. Like, yeah, man. I don't know, like Prime. You ever seen a thick Mexican chick, man? I don't know if there's a lot of Mexican girls on the East Coast where you from.
I ain't hear nothing he said.
I said, have you ever seen any thick Mexican chicks on your side of the US, man?
Yeah. There's plenty of Mexican women, but I mean, there's different types of Mexican women. I think a lot of us kind of have a one way of looking at them in the U.S. Because when you actually meet women from Mexico, like there's two types of women. They have like the Indio look, like the native look,
The brown ones, yeah.
and then they actually got like the European looking ones. That's why when you watch like Univision or Telemundo, you be looking like, where are all these white women coming from?
All these Sofia Vergara looking chicks.
Yeah, it's like it's a certain thing they promote. It's like I think it's a big problem in Latin America because
Yeah.
I be watching the news. I'm like, where all the Afro Latinos at? Like I don't really be seeing them like that.
Hey, man, hey, Prime, it was bad. Homegirl made Sammy Sosa bleach his skin for a while.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
Man,
all
that
trying
gotta
to
be
pretend.
some deep-seated hate
He
to
black
bleach
skin.
your skin, bro.
Yeah, they had Vibes Cartel and all these people was
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
That's
He was at
crazy.
Wrigley Field yesterday at the game, looking like a black guy again. I said, "Oh, the original
And
Sammy's back after
and
21 years."
what they don't realize is like when you use that like lemon cream and all that, you actually look like Dave Chappelle when he wear the white face. Like you look crazy.
He looked
Yeah.
like what was his name? What was his name? Todd. That was what he played on the show. Todd.
Yeah, you look crazy when you know what I'm
He's
saying?
he's like, "All right, Tyrone, you're on timeout. Timeout."
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, he's right. You know what episode that was?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're
The
talking
white boy. I'm down with the streets, man. You did. He's like, get your ass
Get
in the car.
your ass off
yeah.
the stuff.
Yeah.
He said, hey, I dropped you off. When you see Tyrone, tell him to get my money. If you need some money, sell rocks. That's what they do around things like here. I'm gone.
Yeah, nah, ain't nobody done it better than Dave Chappelle, though.
Woo!
Nah, that's a
Like
fact.
Key and
Like
Peele.
Key and
Hey,
Peele,
Key and Peele
they
tried
wasn't
to.
even fucking with him. They wasn't even close. They had some funny shit,
Yeah, Key and
Not
but
Peele.
even
Yeah.
close. Not
they
even
they,
close,
they
dog.
listen. You could get we had the Dave Chappelle like DVD set, nigga. We
Oh
could just
man.
let that whole shit play through, nigga. That shit's funny as fuck.
I still be watching it to this day on
Yeah, me too.
Netflix.
When I want to laugh, I'd be like, when keeping it real goes wrong. I'm like this.
They said, hell yeah, it was a tragedy. He said, what was the question?
Oh, when they was fighting in the store about the shoes, stepping on
Yeah.
the shoe, yeah, most deaf. Nah, I like the racial draft. That was my all-time favorite skit, the racial draft.
I can't even pick one because
Nah, the
that shit
the
was
real
funny
world
too.
joint was funny.
Oh
He
yeah,
I
I
stabbed
like
his
like
when he
dad.
did the R. Kelly video. Like
Oh,
that
Yeah,
was
I
R.
want
Kelly
to
shit was
pee on
hilarious.
you.
That was
Yeah, I
hilarious.
wanna pee on you. Like that's what he said.
Whoa.
I
I
wanna
was,
be
I
in your
was,
food.
bro. I
Yeah,
lost
Black
my
Video.
freaking. I think I passed out laughing during that time, dog.
Nah, but you know what makes it more funny is like when you was growing up watching it, you didn't realize how real it was until people say that's how Prince really was. He could play
Yeah.
basketball. Like all this stuff was true that he was saying in there. It wasn't
Oh
just
Yeah.
no,
like
let's
making
not
it up.
act like Charlie Murphy didn't bring his own element of funny to that
Yeah,
motherfucker,
Charlie,
dog.
rest in peace,
Yeah,
Charlie
he's
Murphy,
funny as
man.
hell.
That motherfucker said,
Yeah, Charlie Murphy. Yeah,
Charlie
"That's
Murphy. That man
yo
gonna
said what
be
said
he
the
say?
cold
players ball.
blooded."
Hey, what he
Yo, the
say?
players
He said,
ball was
he said,
hilarious. I'm
he
not gonna
said, he
lie.
said, hey Ryan, what he say? He said, hey Charlie Murphy, what does 5 fingers say to the face? Slap.
Yo, the Charlie Murphy first. Nah, but I think one of my favorite ones was the Clayton Bigsby shit, bro.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yo, that
when he
shit was
remember
great.
the white dude was like, he was like, no, you don't want to take off take off the hood.
He said, "What is it? He's a
Yo,
nigga."
that
He said,
shit
"Where he
was
at? Get that nigga."
crazy.
That's
The white
crazy how
dude's
much of
head
a classic that
exploded.
is. That's a classic.
Yeah, it's just the times we living in now, bro. Is like they wouldn't understand that type of
Nah, hey,
comedy.
Chan,
Like,
what's the one? Remember the Gary Coleman one, Chan? All right, that's enough. Game time for Gary.
yo, this is crazy.
Gary Coleman really was a security guard.
Yeah, he was.
He said, game time for Gary. Know what I'm
That
saying?
shit's
Like,
crazy.
I don't know, that all them skits were so real to regular shit today. Like that, it was crazy, bro. I remember we did like the internet one with if the internet was a real place. Like he was like, oh man, what was that
Oh
porno?
yeah, that's when he saw Rod Jeremy in there. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, come on in the internet. Come to the porno store. Like, all
Yeah,
those
that's funny.
like, nah, man. Like, all those skits, bro. Remember the president one when he was trying to be the president? He said, oh, we trying to get that oil. I mean, cocoil.
No, that nigga said, "I got some important documents to show." He said, 4, 5, 5.
Nah, I like Donnell Rollins' part. He said, I'm rich, bitch. Hung. With the hoodie out on the cigarette.
Like,
I got
that came from
for the rest of my life.
oh, that was a crazy ass show. Was the richest man was a black man? That's how the niggas got reparated. They like, how you become the richest man in the world? He said, a hot hand in the dice game, baby. How much that baby is? I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Nah, I like when he
Yeah.
played. Nah, when he played Leonard Washington, that character was diabolical. That nigga said, he said, look, I'm Leonard Washington. I don't get butt nigga for nobody. You want this here money, nigga? You gonna have to shoot me. Nigga said, okay.
Nah.
Pal, he said,
When-
see, this is why
when he-
black people can never have nothing.
Yeah, when he did the swap, when he did the wife swap joint.
Oh yeah, with Tom. You're on timeout. Timeout.
That shit was funny.
He's like, Holly Berry, here I come.
Mm.
He did that shit on purpose.
Yo, that dude, that show was a freaking classic.
Nah, what about the
it's
Lost
classic.
Episodes one? What about the one when remember he got his get back for the girl that broke his heart when he was a teenager? He ends up moving her to New York or whatever. He's like, all right, I want you to open your eyes. She's like, open them, it's his family. He was like, I had to get my get back, bitch.
I think they
Nah,
banned.
the one-
Y'all
the
remember
one
when they
with,
y'all
The one with him and Wayne Brady, I think that one.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
one.
Tanya
Oh
Rollins.
yeah, that
joint
was
was
crazy.
Wayne Brady, bitch.
Yo,
Yeah.
you know what he said? He said,
He
eat
said,
that damn sandwich. Eat that sandwich. He's like, I'm not hungry. I said, eat that sandwich. You remember?
Nah,
And
y'all remember they banned the episode, the STD one where they had the cartoon that had
Oh man, that shit was hilarious.
all the
It's
STD with
funny.
Q-Tip and Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Yo,
with the
that
kid.
shit was-
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
that was so
yeah.
crazy.
That was
They
crazy.
banned that.
What,
I think,
what,
'cause
what,
they
oh,
took
I
that off
remember my
TV.
favorite line from that motherfucker. He said, your pops talk about drugs, something's about like as a disrespect, but then he take pills to keep his cock erect. I was like, damn, that's wild. And then it was
Nah,
one
I
to
like-
where a nigga living in the garbage can. He said, slept in the ground. He said, bitch, I live in the garbage can.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Damn, that was
When he was a homeless dude. Like,
That was
oh
crazy.
my goodness, bro. Like
was
all
crazy.
the Dave Chappelle shows, man. Like, but that racial draft one. That nigga said we like a draft out of the trade. We get a Lenny Kravitz, and they give us Eminem. Hold on a damn minute. He said, now we give Condoleezza part of the deal. Trade us up.
no, yeah, they had to. They was like, we'll only give you somebody if you take Condoleezza Rice with him.
And then Mos Def was like, break another trade. Eminem's part of it. He said, now hold on a damn minute. We didn't give Eminem up.
And Tiger Woods said, I always wanted to say this.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
For
Oh
sure.
no! Say that again.
No, he
Nah,
said
he
for
said, I
shizzle.
always wanted to say this for shizzle, my nizzle.
Yeah, I remember
Nah,
that.
remember the Wu-Tang? When they was like, the Asians, we select the Wu-Tang. All the Asians,
Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
all the Asians throwing up the
Hey,
Wu-Tang.
listen, the one where he got it was just a short skit, but the one where he got Oprah pregnant, oh man.
That's
He
the
said,
bitch.
he said, this don't look like me. This motherfucker look like Dr. Phil. Oh my God.
He definitely
When she
changed
first
the
called him,
skit
said,
game.
I'm pregnant. He said, gotcha, bitch. She said, what? He said, no, I'm gonna be there for you.
He thought he's like it's some money.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Good time. It's crazy how like 20 years you can still like watch it.
Y'all forgetting the Dave Chappelle episode when he got that money and everybody was pulling guns on him? He said, nigga, that's the 5th time that shit happened to me this week. Y'all don't remember that episode on the Lost episodes when he got all that money?
Yeah, he was up in the barber shop and they showed that they was like, so how much is this? How much is this for this cut? And they was like $500.
Yo, you know,
No, he
what's
said
crazy?
$5,000.
Yeah.
You know, I
$5,000.
always ask people what do they think if they thought Martin was funnier than Fresh Prince. I always ask people that.
That's like saying, what if the Wayans brothers was more funny than the Jamie Foxx show?
Nah, Martin. To me, Martin was more funny than Fresh Prince.
I don't know. Fresh Prince
Funny,
was pretty
like
Me
funny,
too,
yo.
bro.
cause this how I judged it. Martin was funnier than Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince had more purpose. Like it taught you like life lessons in the episodes
Yeah.
and shit. Like
Y'all know
yeah.
that was based on the real dude's life, right?
Yeah, Benny Medina. No,
Y'all
I
knew
think,
that?
yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Benny Medina, I think.
Yeah, that was, oh, I don't know who it was. I think they say that's why Will Smith
Yeah,
was like
Benny.
that because nigga was playing with him.
Yeah,
I
Benny.
thought
Yeah,
I
no,
thought it was
Martin
based
it was
on Will
funny.
Smith
Like
shit.
who on the Fresh Prince can rival Shanae?
What you say?
But the Wayans brothers was funny though.
Yeah, it was.
And hey, my
It was
favorite episode of
alright.
Wayans brothers.
Let me get
It was alright.
Yo, my
Yeah, but I
favorite.
wouldn't
Hey,
compare it to those two though.
but no,
Yeah,
my favorite
at all.
episode of the Wayans brothers when
Now I
Pop.
fucked with the Wayne brothers.
But yo,
I
y'all
did
remember that?
too.
And we're
But
living in
not
with
on
the
that
Lord.
level though.
Yo, y'all remember that episode when Pops was trying to be young, and then at the end they brought the stripper. And they said, "Do it one time, pop that booty, booty, booty." Pop that booty. He's like, drop,
I know
pop that
Avery
booty,
loved
booty.
that shit. Dog.
And Pops started whipping the ass with the belt. Pop that booty, booty, booty.
Nah, that was
my
funny,
God.
but they wasn't messing with no damn Fresh Prince or Martin.
But the
Yeah,
Jamie
that's why
Foxx show. But y'all know
James
the
Fox
Wayans.
was funny too.
But the Wayans brothers was funnier than Jamie
James
Foxx.
Foxx was cool too.
I don't bring those up in that category as far as the Fresh Prince and Martin. Like those two were
Nah,
like.
Nah, you know y'all was watching
it's
the
just
See what
Parker
that
y'all
too
gotta
and
keep in
shit.
mind too, though. Martin and goddamn it, Jamie Foxx are real comedians. So when,
All right. So what about this one?
Scene, when he
All right,
would put the brakes to Braxton.
Hey,
what'd you say?
Chan. So what about the Parkers versus the Jamie Foxx show? I wonder which one was funny.
What? Oh,
The
you talking about the
Parker?
park?
Nigga,
Oh,
come on,
with
bro.
the park.
Monique a classic. So you know that was
Nigga,
It
you was
the
sitting
Parkers
down
was
watching
funny,
that
but
shit
I
with your
wouldn't do
mama,
that.
bro. That shit.
Yeah.
this nigga. Nah, I was actually watching Moesha, nigga. Like I was watching fucking.
Now
I didn't like that
the
one.
Parkers and Moesha, that's a better comparison.
Yeah, I didn't like
Right.
Moesha. I liked In the House.
Oh, with LL Cool J
Yeah, I used
Yeah,
to watch
and
and,
In
then
the
I
and
House
liked
too.
Carlton.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper and Steve
Oh, that
Harvey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the case, you got to put in 1-on-1 on there with Flex Washington.
Nah, bro. Every time people say Flex, I think about the Michael Jackson movie.
What?
One on one was cool.
He should have never did that movie,
Well,
man.
now what about half and half? And you know what I'm saying?
If y'all
Yeah,
never seen
those
that movie, y'all
It
gotta
was
see that. That
alright.
was terrible.
y'all had
What
half and
movie was
half.
that?
Flex Alexander played Michael Jackson. If they say it's one of the worst movies of all time.
Oh, I think I did see that. I thought it was,
That
yeah.
like they still make fun of him till this day.
That's crazy.
Like
That
he
probably
Now,
get
ruined
like
his career.
it did. They say it did. Like he was in the it was man in the mirror like Michael Jackson, and he was like, "I'm Michael. Like it was bad, bro.
That's terrible.
It was
Yo,
almost as
that's
bad as Anthony Mackie. I'm Tupac. Like
oh
it
yeah,
was
Anthony.
terrible.
Hey, that was a bad role, man, on that damn Biggie movie where he played Tupac.
I'm
yo. Some of these roles be ruining people's career, dog. I ain't gonna
Hey,
hold you.
believe it or not, it Ryan, it's crazy that you say that because it is some people that played the role so good that believe it. Let's go into this. Um, as far as white actors go, what's that nigga name? The nigga that played on Django.
oh Leonardo.
Leonardo
That
DiCaprio.
nigga used
I
to
was
be
about to say
my
Channing
favorite
Tatum. That's
actor,
what I was about to
man.
say.
Well, he's
He,
looked at as one of the goats, like in this shit. Like
he used to be one of my favorite white actors, bro. He played that part so good. It was just something about me that just gotta.
he's
I
still
just
there.
don't
Like
like it.
he, they look at him as like I don't know. People don't like. He's looked at as like Hollywood like royalty, like A-list. Like
Yeah, for
he
sure.
don't
Leonardo
even
DiCaprio. He was on
he don't even
Titanic.
do a
We,
movie if it's not going to the Oscar. He don't even do it.
Titanic, bro. Titanic alone would like already put him
bro,
on
bro.
the
I
GOAT
remember we
board.
had,
Like
bro. Hey,
What's
Ryan.
that
I
other
remember in
movie where
Florida
he was
back
a
in
young
school,
genius
bro.
in?
Bro, I remember in school we had to do like a Romeo and Juliet schoolwork project. We had to watch the actual Romeo and Juliet, then we had to watch the Leonardo
And
DiCaprio
then
shit.
Leonardo DiCaprio joint, yeah,
Bro, we had to watch both of them shits, bro.
that
We
joint
watched
was
the
that's
funny.
Leonardo
crazy.
DiCaprio one, then we
They
had to
had
tell the
guns and
difference.
shit. Yeah, that shit was funny. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
I was
you
like,
another
gas? They
part
got
that
gas in this
somebody
motherfucker?
played so well to it fucked up their career. Have you seen that movie Mice and Men with the dude that played like he was mentally
Oh, Lenny, yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
he played that part to death, bro. I ain't gonna
yeah. He
lie. Like
played
if you
that
notice,
joint.
Oh, what movie? Oh, you talking when he's trying to get his wife or son and he was mental and that movie, little Lifetime movie joint?
nah, it
Nah,
wasn't
nah, nah.
Lifetime. It was an actual movie. Like his brother had to knock him off and shit. Like he killed the chick by mistake.
But
Oh,
you
I
know
don't
that
know.
dude that he's an A-lister too. That's John Malkovich. He's an
Yeah, he
A-lister.
definitely an A-lister, but believe it or not, for a while that had fucked up his career.
Nah,
Yeah,
John Mal- nah,
there's
John,
some
nah,
things
John
that you
Malkovich.
base.
John, he was in Bird Box, man.
Nigga, that was
Man, that's
years
late.
later,
And
bro.
John Malkovich,
Golly.
bro, he was way back. Like man, he was like I think he was
He was in the movie Red with Bruce Willis and Morgan Freeman, and
he was in the mask, like the man in the Iron Mask. He was man. John Malkovich is a legend too.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
now
That
Bird
it's
Box is
another
funny when he
goofy
was like, "Can
motherfucker
I
that's
kill this
well,
motherfucker
he
now?"
goofy looking, but he a legend too.
Yeah, yeah. People yeah, there's you right. There's some actors that just was just generational though. They just went crazy.
Man, Samuel L. Jackson, he been in everything. Juice, Do the Right Thing.
Now it's a
He been
dude
in
that believe it or
Captain
not, he has been
America.
in
Like,
gang of movies and he ain't never got the accolades for it. What's the dude that was he was in he was the bald head dude, he was the bad brother from Jason Leary. Bro, that dude was in
Oh,
every
but
movie
King
that was made.
Woodbine,
yeah, he was
Who?
in.
yeah,
That dude was in every.
he's a legend, bro.
hey, hey,
He's
remember?
not
Hey,
considered an A-lister
hey,
though.
you
But
remember?
yeah,
Hey,
he's
remember
a
Yeah,
that?
but
Y'all
legend.
seen Queen and
he was
Slim?
in so more movies than a lot
He
of
was in. He was in.
A-listers.
Y'all seen Queen and
Yeah,
Slim?
he's
He
in a
was in
lot of
that.
movies. He's in
He
a
was in
lot of
Queen.
movies.
Yeah, for
Y'all
sure.
seen Queen and Slim? Haven't
He's a
y'all?
good actor too. Yeah, yeah, he's a good
He's a
That
actor
nigga
great
too.
said, "Where's
actor.
my ring, bitch?"
What was he in? Caught Up? Man, me and my homeboy, man, we were smoking, watch that movie, boy. That nigga was a face actor because you could just his face would just be going through changes. Like,
Hey, everybody know him from Life. Can't get right.
yeah, that
Oh
can't
yeah,
get right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
Nah,
I
nigga,
be the
that no, that
pappy.
nigga sure know how to hit that damn baseball. Foul.
man, one of my favorite movies he was in. Nobody really watched. It's called The Big Hit with Mark Wahlberg.
I
and
never seen
Bokeem
that.
Woodbine and Lou Diamond Phillips. Yeah, that movie was lit.
I seen he was in the Sopranos though. He's in the
That's when Mark
Sopranos. He had a
Wahlberg
little
was
scene.
really like into his hip hop shit.
Oh yeah, he called him what is that, White Mikey or something?
Yeah, where he owed the
No,
where he owed
DJ.
the.
His name was DJ Marky Mark or something in the
Oh no, you
90s.
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
what his
Mark and the
name.
Funky Bunch? Yeah, yeah,
DJ Marky Mark. He actually got a real actual song. I think that made it.
yeah. Like he was a successful artist. He was a successful artist and model.
And then him and his brother got into acting and shit. So
Yeah,
I've been there.
yeah,
I even been in their restaurant, L.A. Wahlburgers.
yeah. His brother was a successful artist too. He was in New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, he's in
There's a couple
NYPD.
Wahlburgers out here. I never ate at one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Fuck
Yeah, I
this
was in
shit.
Hollywood, bro. Them shits were
Yo,
expensive
that's
for a
crazy,
cheeseburger.
bro.
That shit was like $24.99 for a cheeseburger. I said this together. They said the
That's
fries are
crazy, Christopher,
That's
bro.
crazy, right?
That's
You see
Nah,
that
diabolical.
comment?
you know
Yo,
what
that's
though,
wild.
Charlie?
What's up?
Like people slept on Forrest Whitaker. Like he's actually a good actor.
Yeah, he definitely. I like the fat Forrest Whitaker more though.
Oh yeah,
I like that Forrest Whitaker in Hurricane season,
He
man.
he was another face actor too. Like he would live through the emotions in his face too. Like I
Yeah,
fuck with Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah,
he be looking sick in some like
he got that lazy eye.
you man
He
had
was
that
in
face.
Hurricane.
It's like that
Looking
lazy eye was acting too.
Y'all never seen Hurricane season, the basketball movie?
Oh, okay. I thought you said
With Bow Wow.
Hurricane. I'm thinking
That was
about
like Bow
Denzel
Wow's only
Washington
good movie he
Hurricane.
was in. That was the only movie Bow Wow was good at as an adult. Like
No, I think what's that movie? Wasn't Bow Wow in that movie? Wasn't it Lottery Ticket?
Yeah,
I'm broke, nigga.
that
I'm
wasn't that
broke.
damn funny.
I'm broke. Yeah.
bro.
The only funny part, the only funny part in Lottery Ticket to me was when like they was in Foot Locker. He said, "What, Kevin? You brought your group to open a can of whoop ass?" He's like, I'm from a town called Whoop Ass. He's like, I'm from a town called Wish a Nigga Would. She was like, oh yeah, it's sunny there too. And then when that nigga Terry Crews was pop locking on the little machine, I said that nigga Terry Crews love pop locking.
I forgot Bow Wow was a good actor though. I ain't gonna hold you.
He was in All About the Benjamins and shit.
No,
Like
people put too much disrespect on Bow Wow's name. Like he's actually a
Yeah.
successful person.
His
I'm
breakout
gonna tell
movie
you
was
who
Like
people
Mike.
disrespect the most, and man, I didn't think about how cold he was until another Faison pointed it out. Orlando Brown, bro, the dude that played the Major Payne, he been acting tough
No,
since
he
a
was on
kid,
That's So
bro.
Raven, and after That's
Oh,
So Raven, he
Orlando
just became
Brown.
a
Yeah,
smoker.
he was
Bro
that
was
dude until he went
cold.
crazy. I don't know what
Bro,
happened to
I seen
him.
a video. Bro, I seen a
He's
video of him yelling at his
capping.
baby mama, bro, on YouTube.
Nah, bro, he's acting, bro. He's like Charleston White. Like he's
He's
playing.
ODing. He's
He got a rap
ODing,
video.
but
He
you
got a
know what
rap
it is?
video.
He's ODing into the
To that
role
character.
now. But I think
Yeah.
when he first went viral, I think he was low key kind of serious though.
But no.
Like
You guys
I
don't
felt
know.
like he was
Like,
serious
you
too.
guys don't know. Like a couple years ago, he was like police was arresting this dude. It was on TMZ. They busted him in
Yeah,
the
he
house,
had
found him
some
in the
tough
closet.
moments, but like he
They found him in the
capitalized on it.
closet and shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like
he's
because
he's
did you
getting
hear that
bread off
song
the
that him
interviews now.
and then if you listen to a couple of his songs, bro, be spitting and he could sing. Did you hear that song? Like he was telling who was it about? I think it was Adam 22. I hate Adam 22,
He a
but
porn star guy or whatever. So.
yeah, damn him. But he had did the song. I was like, damn, bro, could sing too, cause him and
He's
Jaguar
definitely talented.
had wrote a song together.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like,
nah, he's talented. Like,
He's definitely
and he's
talented.
funny. Like, he could do stand up. Like, this dude could do a lot of things. But I think, to be honest with you, I think the most talented people I've ever seen is Jamie Foxx and Eddie Murphy.
I
They
was
just too
just gonna say
talented.
that.
On life, that movie, Life
Nah,
is
it
Nah,
just
crazy.
in
you know,
general,
Jamie Foxx
Jamie
is what they
Foxx,
call
bro.
one of the last triple threats. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause,
he
you
could
know,
just do. Yeah, man.
Jamie
They
Foxx
could
could
do
have been
stand
like,
up. They could do movies. They could do like
And I ain't
they
gonna
could
no,
lie,
I'm
play.
man.
talking about
and he a
back in the
real
day.
singer. Like he a real singer
Man,
too.
hey, my
Like
Yeah,
favorite Jamie Foxx
he
movie.
on the Billboard.
Hey,
But
my favorite.
I'm talking about back in the day. You know, for a black person to be famous, they had to be a triple threat. They had to be able to do three things
Everything.
exceptionally well, like dance, sing, act, or play an
Yep.
instrument, or do a
Yeah,
bunch of different shit.
yeah,
Jamie
yeah.
Foxx was one of the last super talented black people in my
But
eyes.
hey, Jamie Foxx played a damn good Ray Charles though.
Listen, Ray Charles picked him himself to pay that movie. But forgetting Jamie Foxx is not just a good actor. He done won awards for. He's on the Billboard for
Already, I still be
music,
jamming this song.
as
Blame it
well
on the
as he's a top comedian,
alcohol.
bro.
Yeah, he got a song with Drake, bro. It went crazy.
But,
Yep.
hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. My favorite Jamie Foxx movie, Any Given Sunday. Will it beam? What will it beam? That's my
That
shit.
nigga acting out
I think
all.
didn't he get in a yeah, he got into a fight with LL Cool J on there
Yep. That what they said.
Nah, but
He
they say
said,
Jamie Foxx he's like that. He'll pick on people. That's kind of how he is.
he said, one of you bitches hit me, y'all getting sued. In the movie.
No, they say Jamie Foxx is a real one though. Like when them niggas
Yeah.
came and rushed the set where him and Plies at, he said him and Plies and his security was hiding in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, I remember that was years ago. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that back when Plies was hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah,
Now that-
Jamie Foxx is too talented, man. He could
Flies done
sing, he
fell
could
off,
dance, man.
man.
He could do all those, like you said, the triple threat. Like
Yeah.
that's stuff you don't see like that.
Man, I haven't heard Plies since
Them
he
days
came
are
out that
gone.
ran off on the plug Plies. That's the last time I heard Plies. After that, it was go.
No, I Got Motion was decent.
Well, he do got that new song. It ain't normal. That song go hard. It ain't normal, but
That's decent.
Nah,
you know.
yeah, that him Eddie Murphy, man. Eddie Murphy's super talented, man.
Oh, he got
Now
that
here's
song.
the
Party
thing:
all the
those are
time.
two
Party
different
all the
classes,
time.
That
though,
song was
because
actually lit, bro. Like
I didn't come
Oh,
to party all
what are
the
you
time.
talking about?
Man, I
that
kept
joint
hearing.
was
Hey,
cool.
the first time I heard that song was on Grand Theft Auto. Party all the time. Party all
bro,
the
that I
time.
was just gonna say you wasn't even old enough to. That song came out in the '80s, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't even born yet.
No, Grand Theft Auto came out like 2014. I was
Nigga,
like,
I'm talking about the song. Nigga, that nigga think the song came out with the game.
When the game came out.
no,
Then he
I'm
had a
just saying
song
where
with
I
Saba
heard it
Rank.
from. Where I heard it from.
With Shabba
But
Rank.
that's what I'm
First
telling
time.
you.
Yeah. If I was a king. Y'all hear that one?
Yeah,
If
nah,
I
but it's funny because
was
Jamie,
a king.
Look at
Eddie
Black
Murphy
Lady
can
love
actually
another
sing
song.
though. He can actually sing though. Like he
Yeah.
play around, but he can actually sing.
Who you talking about? Jamie Foxx?
Eddie
No,
Murphy.
he's
Eddie
talking about
Murphy. Like
Eddie
he play
Murphy.
around like joke, but
Oh
he
yeah.
actually, if you listen, like he can actually sing. He just
See,
be
but
playing around too
reason why
much.
I say those are like say different like categories because
Chris
when
Tucker can
goddamn it,
sing too.
yeah, but when Eddie Murphy was doing it, he was breaking down barriers. That's like when Charlie Murphy was saying that song. I mean, like telling those stories. He said, if you think about it, it was only two dark skinned brothers in Hollywood, and that was Wesley Snipes and Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, that was it.
Them niggas was breaking down barriers, bro.
hey, White
That's
Man
like
Can't
Bill.
Jump. That's my
What's his
favorite
name?
Wesley
Harry
Snipes movie.
Belafonte. What'd you say?
Yeah, Herbert Fonte. Yeah.
That's my favorite Wesley Snipes movie. White Man Can't Jump.
He doesn't get enough respect, I feel.
That
Who?
nigga
Like
was hooping. He was hooping in
Wesley
that.
Snipes doesn't get enough respect. Like he was Hollywood for like literally for like 10 years straight. Like there was nothing going on without Wesley Snipes. They said he saved Marvel. They said Marvel was going broke.
Oh, and
And
Blade. Oh,
he
I forgot. I
saved
can't
them.
forget Blade. That's my another favorite.
Yeah,
I
he
can't forget
saved
Blade.
Marvel
That was
from going
childhood.
broke. There would be no Marvel today if it wasn't for Blade.
I know.
Hey,
Yo,
wasn't
I forgot.
didn't
That's when we
Wesley
was kids.
Snipes play on Money Train too?
Yep, he
Yep.
played
He was
Money
in
Train.
Passenger
Yep,
57, Passenger
he clapped
57,
J Lo
and
on Money Train. Yeah, clapped it.
J Lo was with Diddy at the time. Bro.
Nah,
Hey,
not
and
during
then
Money
people
Train.
forget that Wesley Snipes really can fight. Like
Yeah.
he's like
He's a
really
black
trained.
belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
His ass went to prison. The first movie he did when he came out of prison was Expendables.
Nah, yeah, Wesley Snipes. Nah, but man, if you go back, like you got to go back. Wesley Snipes was outside, man. He had what was that?
He was
Was
in
not
Wedding
the
to
Fugitive?
Excel.
What
He
was
was
that
in all
joint
those
called? The
movies.
U.S. Marshals.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had the
That was a good movie. That was like a spinoff of the
Demolition
Fugitive.
Man with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh no, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
Demolition
they said
Man was good.
they said that's where Dennis Rodman dyed his hair from.
man, that like Wesley Snipes went crazy, man.
Yeah.
That nigga said for the
Well,
home of the brave. And Demolition Man.
Jungle Fever, like bro went crazy.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes was the man, bro. No cap.
They said
What
Sandra
about
Bullock was looking
Blue?
good in Demolition Man now. Sandra Bullock.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
Sandra
that
Bullock
racist
got.
beef.
He said, "Fuck that."
I always like this. I ain't gonna lie. I always like Sandra Bullock. I ain't
Yo, you
gonna
remember
lie.
her in The Blind Side? Remember she was like, I said, she had a little
Wait,
booty.
what you say, Charlie? You said what that racist?
Yeah. And
What
here's the
happened?
thing. Here's the thing.
Sandra Bullock.
When that shit came out, that she was racist and she wouldn't adopt a black kid for publicity and shit. Where's that kid at
Blindside
now?
movie. Michael Orr's trying to sue the
See,
Tui family.
but that's what I was just gonna say too. Here's the thing: they had that racist bitch to play that bitch on the movies. That it made it look like they was doing something noble. They took advantage of that man, bro.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, I seen
they
the
recorded that.
background. They was making them say stupid shit. He's supposed to be this big dude. Like it was making him seem retarded, like he couldn't read. Like, yeah,
No, I'm talking about the real life
diabolical.
dude, Avery.
Yeah,
You
they
said
took
what?
advantage- they
I'm
took
talking about the
advantage
real
of it.
dude, the person.
No,
that
I
the
know
movie
who
was-
Michael Orr is, bro, because I watch football. I know who the real Michael Orr. I'm talking about in the movie, they was portraying him to be like this dumb dude that couldn't read, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
they. No,
now,
no.
Prime knew what I was talking about. Prime got what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't know that. I ain't know Sandra Bullock was racist though. I need to read up on that.
Yeah, you can't. We gotta do some fact
Bad.
checking. We gotta do some fact checking.
That's sad.
Yeah. What you say? We got a fact check.
Let's see, she was racist.
Nah, I said I'm gonna read into that because I didn't hear about
Who
that.
with
That's interesting.
with who?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
Sandra,
Bullock.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock
yeah.
racist. I don't think she racist.
Cause
Well,
I love
Well,
Sandra
here's
Bullock.
the thing. Here's the thing. If you would outright known racist and and wear it on your skin, you don't think the person that
Bro,
you marry
she
gonna
kissed
have
a
to share
black
those values a
man
little
on
bit?
Bird Box, bro.
God damn, Avery, let a nigga get a sentence out. Shit.
We having a debate.
It ain't no debate. You just keep on saying whatever come to your mind.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Avery just be blurting shit out like that.
Shit. Like, yeah, I like pink elephants. Like, God damn, man.
I ain't saying nothing random like Ryan said about some daggone knee pads. Like,
Oh yeah. Nah, I ain't
look
know
at
that though. I ain't
Yeah, I
know
was like,
Sandra
that's
Bullock
something.
was.
Sam's like, that's something Avery would have said out of nowhere. You ever
Yeah,
had a
I
Sandra
sure
club
was
knee
Bullock was
thinking
pad?
racist.
that's Avery job.
I ain't know that. Hey, I'm gonna read into that, Charlie, because I ain't know that.
But
Nah,
yeah, like
let
I was
Chance
saying
finish what he
before,
was saying.
Angela,
Go ahead.
goddamn it, just had to take it. If you are a known like outright racist motherfucker, right, and you get married like outright racist, you don't even hide it. Wouldn't you have to share in some of those values, Brian?
You talking about? Okay, I'm listening. When you talking about when she was with that dude, Jesse.
Yep, he was an outright known racist.
You know what? That is true. I ain't think about
Known
that.
racist. You know what I mean? So like to me, she had to. And then, like I say, once again, where's this black kid that she adopted for publicity? This African kid. Once that shit blew over, we never heard of that kid again.
Yeah, they and the Hollywood they do weird stuff. Like they'll adopt African kids and then they'll put them in dresses. Like I think that's weird. That's
Now,
very
here's the
weird.
thing: nobody could ever accuse Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt of being goddamn racist. They got the whole United Nations in their house.
Yeah.
They ran around the world just adopting kids. Oh, they look fucked up. Tell them, come on. You know
He
what I
said
Yeah,
mean?
the
they
whole
yeah
United
they
Nations.
kids are like what's her name from for Don't Be a Menace. Yeah, they got every single type of kid in there. Yeah,
Right.
You my
Dashiki is her name, wasn't it?
daddy.
that's cheeky. Yeah,
Shit. So yeah, nah. So nah. Ain't nobody ever accused Brad Pitt of being um racist. Even in the movie Django, he paid the non-racist dude. You know what I mean? But
yeah, because
Brad Pitt,
they said
go
yeah,
ahead.
because they said I was gonna say that because they said that Wesley Snipe like he always wanted like the opposite race in like his movies, and I don't know how true that is. Like as far as
Liberal
the
people can be racist too, because
He
basically
said
all
liberal.
y'all are talking about is that all of the stuff that they're doing is just virtual signaling. They're still
okay,
racist because as long as
yeah,
they'll do all of that stuff just for clout, and
yeah.
then but bring all of that to their house. Let's bring some real black folks and some real building and all of that to their house and see how they respond.
Yeah, you're right. They ain't gonna be with none of that.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
definitely agree. But
Mhm.
it's just the fact these people is they propagated to look a certain way. You know what I mean? Like the
Hmm.
dude from Seinfeld, that shit damn near hurt my heart when they figured out he was racist.
Oh
You're
yeah,
right. That dude is
that was
the funny
crazy.
dude.
Kramer.
That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
Like, damn, bro.
he
Like
yeah,
you?
he dropped a bag, bro.
Yeah, he did. He
Because
definitely did.
Seinfeld, you know, they say that Seinfeld to this day, like nobody's been the money that they made on Seinfeld, like it hasn't been like that. That kind of money is crazy.
Yeah, the
Like they
only
make
people
so
that
much money on.
rivaled them was like Friends.
Yeah, and like people don't. A lot of people didn't like Seinfeld, but I thought it was funny. It's just a
Yeah,
different type of
me
funny.
too.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too.
It was just a different. It's like dark humor.
It be like
Hey,
dum
then
dum
something
dum
else
boom,
too.
and then he be like,
Prime. A lot of people let fall to the. Seinfeld had a mean shoe game, bro.
Yeah.
Jordans.
Every
He had,
episode, he had some. Yeah, he had some fly shit on.
yeah, that mo. Hey, remember when he come? He be like, "What's up with that?" His favorite line. What's up with that?
Nah, like I thought that was cool, but like especially like in the '90s when you watching stuff like fashion, when they put fashion into stuff, like it made stuff cool too.
Like Full House, and you
Yeah.
know,
Like
And
yeah,
Now,
like
the funny thing about Friends, because y'all brought up Friends, was the fact that they actually stole that idea from Living
from
Single.
Living Single.
that's
Yep.
sad, yo.
And when you think about it like that, it seemed like Jerry Seinfeld was like damn near modeled after Martin.
yeah,
When you
yeah.
Hmm.
think about it, you know what I mean? Like, damn, this shit crazy. Except like he didn't have a girlfriend and shit, but he had a crazy person across the hall. He was a comedian.
Yep.
He stayed fly. So yeah, no.
Yeah, I love Jerry Seinfeld, man. His episodes used to start off the stand up comedy. Like
Nah, it started taking on their own show. Hey, did y'all see when Jerry Seinfeld checked the white dude from the late night show? What's his name?
Jay Leno.
No, nigga, Larry King.
Oh no.
He was
Mm.
like, cause he was like, yeah, you made so much money before your show got canceled. He said, did you not do your homework? He said, nigga, I quit. It don't work no more because of me. It never got canceled. He said, you didn't look into that?
Mm.
Yeah, he snapped on his ass.
Yeah,
Rest
that
in
yeah.
peace, Larry King.
Yeah, nah, I saw. Yeah, you right, Black Cleaner, because I saw a clip where they said that Friends was in the same studio. It was like across the parking lot as Living Single, and so Living Single they would go over there to see what they got. They had lobster, steak, all type of food. They had all type of security and champagne. And when they went back over there, they had barely had any food to eat. Like it was
Damn.
bad, man. They treated
You
them
know, them
bad.
people still make millions of dollars a year off of the reruns.
Yeah, just
Yep.
off the
Yeah,
reruns. Yeah, just off the reruns.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
That's
they
still
crazy.
their
good.
namesake and stuff. Yeah.
That's another one. Friends, Seinfeld, like those shows, like they
I
make
remember
so
back in the
much
day,
money.
man. I remember that show back in the remember that show back in the day, Prime? Called Blind Date. Where I used to come on around Friends and Malcolm in the Middle, all that around that time.
I can't. I don't know if I can remember that.
Chan, you never watched Blind Date back then?
I don't know. No, hey, I don't think I can't say that I don't. I just don't know that name that you're saying. Is that like a dating show?
Yeah, it was like Blind Date back in the like Black Clean. You don't remember that show
Oh, you
Blind
talking
Date
about
in the
Behind the
2000s?
Wall when they? Yeah. That's older.
Blind
That's like
Date.
from the '70s.
No, it was
No,
like
no, no.
2000.
I remember a
It
show
was a
like it
show
was on
like back
MTV or
then.
VH1. It was
I think
called
like the
Next.
game was on one of those
Oh,
shows.
Next was funny though. Next was like when I was like in middle school.
Yeah, Next was
Elementary.
funny. Yeah, that
Next,
was funny.
yo, it used to be so cold. You see a fine chick get off the bus. Yeah, next.
Yeah, that was funny.
Then right before they open their mouth, next. Just
Mm.
they're like, do you want to? Yo, you know what the fucked up part was? They were like, this is a real nice girl. Do you want to take her on another date, or do you want the money? Shit, I want the money. Shit, I'm like,
Tam said good night. Good night, Tam.
good night, Tam.
Nah, yeah, like it's that Living Single stuff is cold, man.
That's
That's
more like
like
a woman show.
they didn't
No,
get
it
nothing,
wasn't,
man.
nigga. Everybody used to watch Living Single.
Like I know I used to grow up watching well when I was growing up, it was probably reruns, right?
I
But
don't think it was a woman show for it. I think it was
No,
like
it definitely wasn't no one. Cause Kyle Barker was the man on that motherfucker.
yeah,
He
he
was
went crazy.
educated, dressed well. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. Fresh Prince, man, and Martin, like man, the stuff they would wear, like they would have the Sergio Tacchini with the mesh, like they used to wear some fly shit, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Some
no
of y'all
cap.
don't. Some
They
of y'all,
definitely fly.
yeah,
But
some
just
people
say
don't
when it
know
comes to
Sergio
being
Tacchini.
funny, I think Martin got it by a long shot, bro. I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie.
I never forget when Mark was in the DMV and the gay dude walked up.
No, not just that, but Martin got them and played an array of characters. Rome in the house.
Jerome,
Like,
I
Yeah.
said Jerome in the house. I
Yeah.
said Jerome in the house. I said
then he had that
Jerome in
old
the
lady over there. I'm gonna
house.
hit you
Watch
over the
the
head with this
mouth.
bag of nickels. Like,
Yeah,
No, I
the
like when he
cops.
played the security guard Otis. He
Yeah,
said,
the
"What's
close
up, boy? That
security.
nigga would love that, boy."
Yeah, he was
Nah,
funny, man.
Dragonfly Jones.
You know
I
what,
like the
Charlie?
Jaguar
You
Jones
was
too.
right, man. Like
Lost.
Pam was fine. She was the finest thing on the show, man.
Listen, that's why people gonna tell me that I'm wrong when I say, man, they was race baiting, that they was preaching,
Just because she was light
practicing
skinned.
Yo, you
tonism
see what
just
Tisha
because.
Campbell look like now?
God
She got
damn.
both.
This motherfucker.
She looked good in the BET Awards. That she actually looked good when she was at the BET Awards this past one with what's his
Tisha
name, Kevin
Campbell?
Hart. Yeah.
Man, she got Botox and shit done, man.
Oh,
She
that's
said
what
it.
it
She got
was.
some work done.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, Pam, she still looks great. Still. And she looked amazing back then. Like I thought she was, man, back then on the show, I was like, why everybody keep looking at Gina? Like Pam was, her body was right, everything was right.
You know, Chan's a Pam fan.
Yeah, I was watching a house party because I guess what's his name, Andre from Love Crossing Borders. He did that last Saturday, so we had the first house party on, and they had Tisha Campbell on that. I'm sorry, Tisha Campbell took it. She looked good as hell back then.
Yeah. She did look good at house party, yeah. But she don't look better than Pam.
No, I don't think she fucked with Pam. And I think she looked it better. Like the best I think I seen her was in like School Days.
Oh yeah, I like School Days. She used to be on a show called Rags to Riches. I know y'all don't know nothing about that one. That
You
was
right,
when
I don't.
You got me on that one.
well, look that up on YouTube. It was pretty much like a spinoff of Annie. When Annie first came out, the original one, then they came out with that show called Rags to Riches. It was a like a 30-minute sitcom, not a sitcom, but like a little primetime series. And she was one of the girls that was on there.
Yeah, cause there's some generation, like I was a fan of New York Undercover, man. That was a good show.
I don't know nothing about that.
Thing
You
out
got
back
me on that
then,
one.
Prime.
You ain't like that one, Black Lena?
Nah, I'm just laughing because of what happened with Malik Yoba after with the whole trans scandal.
Yeah, man.
He was New
LBs,
York
man. He's with them
undercover for
LBs.
real.
Like he was advocating for that shit. Like
he was just like Tate.
Yeah, not just
LBs.
that though. Would y'all believe, like, doing New York Undercover, he was one of the most popular black men around. He could have had any chick, and he wanted to be a chick. That's crazy to me.
yeah, him and the Puerto Rican dude, they was going crazy. They had fresh clothes. They had fresh gear. Man, they went crazy.
That Puerto Rican dude, like he got
they
Botox.
kept him fresh too, Prime. You damn sure right.
Man,
they ass him fresh.
Like I wasn't even like I was so young, man. But like till this day, like I love Sergio Tacchini, man, because like it's that stuff that people don't even know about no more. I know Black Clean. I know you know about Sergio Tacchini. I know Charlie. You know about it. That stuff is that stuff is fly with the crinkle. You know what I'm talking about?
You talk about that little the TO looking logo on it.
Yeah, it's like a tennis brand.
Like I seen Meech wearing it in the last episode.
See, there you go. You paying attention? Yeah, Meech had it on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's with the crinkle.
Like I don't know nothing about no New York Undercover. All I know is about NYPD Blue and
that was good too.
And what you call it?
That was a
Law and
racist
Order
ass show
SVU.
too.
Law and Order SVU's my shit.
The NYPD Blue was racist as hell though. They would beat you up and tell you, they throw you on the cart like that. They was crazy.
Now Law and Order SVU, that's my shit.
And then not just that, New York Undercover always started with a fly ass rap song or something.
Yeah, and then they would have a concert at the end. They'll have a concert.
That's what
that was cool.
But y'all don't watch Law and Order SVU?
I like criminal intent a lot better with them. Goring be going out.
Well, Ice-T on SVU though, so
Yeah, Ice-T's
Ice T
alright.
is the worst actor ever, nigga.
Uh-oh.
Coca-Cola, 2 E's
I
and
don't
1
think he's
O.
that
Get
bad.
your ass out of here. Your
Ice-T
ass
played a
went
good
from
role
being
on
a
New
cop
Jack
killer
City,
to playing
man.
a cop on TV. Nigga, what?
Yeah.
Ice-T played a good role in New Jack City.
In New York Undercover, he was the bad guy.
Well, he was on that. What?
Yeah, he was the kingpin on New York Undercover.
I gotta. Hey, don't spoil it. If I want to look, I probably find those episodes on Tubi, so don't spoil
I,
it.
I I think the best cop show I ever seen was Miami Vice though. That was the best cop show I ever seen. I don't know. I wasn't even born yet.
With
I gotta
Michael
get it.
I caught the
Jackson and
reruns.
Don Johnson, yeah.
Now, what about? Do anybody watch Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire?
I don't like none of those stuff. Yeah, I don't
Hey,
like.
Dick Wolf made those too. Dick Wolf made NYPD Undercover, which you
He
didn't
made
know.
all. Yeah, he made all.
Yeah,
Like, he's obsessed with that stuff.
he's a producer. But his most famous is Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, I feel like I got tired of Law and Order because it's the same thing every episode. It's just like,
Olivia
okay.
Benson, Captain
Oh
Benson.
yeah, I liked her. I liked her. Yeah.
Well, back in the day before the wrinkles.
Nah, I like. I mean, I like older women too, so I don't really be tripping too much about that.
That nigga Stabler, man, he got his own show. Stabler came back.
Nah, yeah, yeah, Miami Vice was
See,
crazy.
I
Like
can't
Matt.
watch Stapler because I remember him I remember the series HBO with Oz.
You
So
can't
Yeah,
watch Stabler
Yeah,
Black Cleaner. That Stabler's at that dude,
Yeah,
man.
I just remember him from Oz, and I'm like, nah, he that gay dude. He was that gay dude in Oz. Nah, fuck you,
Oh,
dude.
you can't
He said, I
forget
can't
that.
watch
Yeah.
him.
He's typecasted to me.
Yeah, I didn't like because another actor that's slept on is Leon. He's a good actor, man. Leon,
Who is
but
that?
Leon,
He
bro, from
played in the Temptations.
Above
No,
the
ain't nobody
Rim.
couldn't
Above the
see
Rim,
you.
Okay.
he was in that movie with Malik
Cool
Yoba, the
Runnings.
Jamaican bobsled team.
Yeah, Cool
Like,
Runnings. Yeah, that was the
yeah.
worst Jamaican accent I ever heard in that movie. Like that was not.
I thought he was
Them
talking
niggas sound
about
like they
me.
was from Africa, bro.
You
Yeah,
dead? Yeah,
yeah,
man.
but Leon, like I thought he was a good actor, man. Like in the '90s, he went a little crazy in the '90s. And I just didn't like what was it, the Lionel Richie one. I ain't like that one. Y'all seen that
You
one?
mean Lionel Richie? You mean Little Richard?
Yeah,
You
Little
said
Richie.
Lionel Richie.
Yeah, I did say Lionel Richie. Yeah, Little Richard. Yeah.
A wop
Uh,
babaloo bop balop bamboo.
yo,
Like,
stop every stop.
tutti frutti, tutti frutti, tutti
He was
frutti.
in the Five Heartbeats too.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
that's
was.
my favorite one. The Five Heartbeats is my favorite one out of all of those.
Let's
I
do
like that
shot
one better than
prep.
the Temptations.
Oh yeah, the one dude like he was on crack. The one dude from the Five
Nah,
Heartbeats.
yeah, Big Red is like my favorite villain, bro.
Look at Black Clear.
Nights
Big
like this, I wish
Big
raindrops
Red.
would fall.
Yeah, Big Red went crazy, man.
Hey, what's that famous line in that movie though? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
They talked the Temptations. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He say ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
They come to see me.
Yeah. That movie was good. Look, those docu movies was good. I thought those were good. The Five Heartbeats to me was the best one.
Man, I saw that Elvis movie. Y'all saw that?
Nah, I didn't see. I heard it was good though.
You know, I
Fuck
was
that
like,
fraud.
man, it was too slow, too long.
He a fraud. I'm not fucking with him.
Elvis was friends with BB King
Thought he say
allegedly.
a fraud.
You
He
know he
said
fraud.
Elvis is a fraud.
Yeah, he is, man. He
Hey,
is.
mama.
He's a fraud.
Sound like Johnny Bravo and shit.
How can he
Yeah,
sound like a nigga that was after him, bro?
yeah, like that. That's they. When you start learning about history, you be realizing how
Man,
much they stole everything.
They
I know.
stole everything.
Bro, you go to
Everything.
Vegas, you see so many Elvises on the street. Trying to take pictures like this.
Elvis is.
Yeah, they stole everything, bro.
And niggas don't even know that, bro.
Yeah, even like DC, like the city of DC, it was a black man who surveyed the land.
Yeah, Benjamin Banneker.
Yeah, like he
I
surveyed
didn't
the
know
land,
that.
but then a white dude he stole like the plans and he built off of his plans. So like when you go to the museums and stuff, it doesn't really say the guy who really pioneered like DC.
Oh
You know,
wow, I didn't know that.
yeah, it's a black dude who surveyed the land. Cause surveying the land is that's super important. Cause then you can't build if the land isn't good enough.
Right.
Yeah.
If I went to Washington D.C., I'll just go to see the monuments and be out. Probably top it off with a Commanders game, but other than that, that's one reason why I go to DC.
Oh no, I can't tolerate no Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nah, Arnold Schwarzenegger went crazy. Nah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm from
nah,
get to the chopper.
nah,
No,
bro. People, nah, bro. No Arnold disrespect, man. Arnold went crazy, man. Arnold went crazy.
Terminator, man, I'll be back. Hey,
That wasn't my
that was a
favorite
sad.
ones, the Arnold, to be honest. But
That was a
That was a
sad
sad.
scene
That
when
was a
Arnold Schwar-
who?
I said that was a sad scene when I think was it the second one when his mission was complete and he saved the little boy and he killed himself and he went in the lava. Was that the
Oh,
third
we're
one
talking
or the
about
second?
Terminator 2. Yeah, T2.
Yeah, and he was like, "No, I
nah,
order you to
bro.
stay. I order you
No,
to
When
and a
stay."
lot of people don't know actually that they was like that role was perfect for Arnold because not only was he like in supreme shape,
He was a
but his
bodybuilder.
accent made him sound like a robot or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like made him
yeah,
sound abnormal.
y-
So they actually say that role was tailor made for him almost.
and
Like
you know some real shit, bro. Like I would say this, man. Like Arnold when he played Conan the
the
Barbarian,
barbarian.
that scene on the beach. I said, man, I started doing push-ups right on the spot. I said,
Wait, you
nah,
watched that old '70s movie?
nah, bro. Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, you know what they said, right? They said if you look at the movies now, like the action movies now, and you look at the movies back then, like the feminization of men is real. Like
Man,
they used
Sylvester
to,
Yeah.
Stallone, he has some good
they
ones too.
they used to be like you got like back then, Rambo, like you had to be like that.
Had
Jean
Yeah,
to be.
yeah,
Claude
man
Van
with two
Damme,
machine guns in his hand and a cigar, a
yeah.
manly man.
Now, if you go on Netflix, there's girls that's 120 pounds spearing dudes through glass windows and shit. It's not real.
Also,
It's not
like they
real.
prime like they Michelle Rodriguez and shit. Like,
Yeah, like there's this movie called a show called Aaron Carter. It's good, but like the girl was like 120 pounds and she was like spearing dudes through glass windows and buildings, and I'm like, no, this is not. It's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you can't get beat up by a chick, but they made it seem like come on, she's slamming dudes that look like Andre the Giant. I'm like, this ain't real.
yeah, I seen a couple movies like that. These
Yeah,
female
it's not
action
real. Like,
stars.
yeah, like Arnold, man. Like, I don't care what nobody say, man. Arnold is like when people think fitness, that's
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, the thing of
yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yo, Arnold had the though, like nigga.
yeah. Arnold like say, and something else about that movie. You know when that nigga was chasing that little boy on that motorcycle. They said they had to keep on reshooting that scene because he kept on catching them. Like say he really took like sprinting and learning like classes for that shit, and they was like he kept
Yeah,
on catching them, so they had to keep on reshooting the scene.
Like,
yeah.
y'all seen the latest like Terminator movies? The last ones that came out when he's like an older man now. You know?
Nah, I never liked the Terminator stuff. You know they stole that too. You know that, right? It was a
I
Yeah,
black
did.
yeah.
woman who
It's
wrote
all
that.
about. It's all from the late that black lady who wrote the Matrix. She said
She wrote the
actually the
Matrix
Terminator is the beginning or the beginning of the
of the
Matrix. It's
Matrix,
all
right?
one
It's like
Oh, I
it's
story.
seen
connected,
something
right?
like that.
Yeah.
They stole that from her.
Hey, the
Yep.
Matrix was fire when they had Jada Pickett in there. She was
And
in the
here's the
last
thing.
one too.
That's why I tell y'all I don't even want to use the N word. Y'all black people, when y'all let them convince you that we're the thieves, that we're the lazy ones, when it's all riddled, that we're the ones that's riddled with disease and shit. Like, let's be honest, who's spreaded disease all through the earth and shit like that? Who is the one that done stole the most? You done stole lands, you done stole culture, you done stole people. And we supposed to believe that we are the come on, man. Tell
Yeah,
that shit to somebody
when I
else.
read about that, like when I read about that lady, man, and she actually there's an interview with her somewhere that circulated where she talked about like that same thing that Black Cleaner was talking about, where she connected the movies. Like it was supposed to be connected, but they took it as two different ideas, and they stole it, ran with it. I'm sure she probably got paid, but like she's not credited. They don't talk about her. They don't like, you don't even know that she has anything to do with it.
Yep, and that's crazy.
But
Typical white people.
But the Matrix was good within itself. But you know what I'm saying? Like Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus, Jada Pickett is what's her name? Then you had Keanu Reeves as Neo. You know, it was so man. I even had the game, bro. You remember the
Yeah,
game?
I
That
was in
game
love
was
with I
off
was
the
in love
hook.
with
Yeah,
Trinity.
I like that game. That
It
game
was on
was
Xbox at the
yeah,
time.
on
I was like,
Xbox.
yo,
Yeah.
the
I was in
original
love
X.
with Trinity though. Trinity, I don't know. I liked her when I was a kid.
Jada Pinkett Smith is Trinity.
Nah,
No,
the
I
white
think it was
girl.
Nairobi. I forget what the white girl's name
Yeah,
was.
Nairobi. She was in the new one that came out with last year,
Yeah, Matrix 4.
or whatever it was
That was
called.
terrible.
I was like, man, what the
That
fuck
was
is
a
Neo, man?
terrible
He acting like a
movie.
bitch, man. He acting like a bitch. Like,
It
Well,
was it was a bad movie.
it was a bad movie, but it did talk about what's going on now. Because if you understood what the message was, okay, they're basically saying now the new architect is the psychiatrist. That's why you're hearing all of these terms where people are calling people narcissist and toxic and all of this
in the
stuff
movie.
Yeah,
in the movie, because that's basically what's going on in real life. What they're doing with the men is how they're putting up against us is telling people to go to therapy. That's number one. And then if you don't agree with what's going on in society, then they label you and they demonize you as being, one of these emotionally disturbed, toxic people. That way they can cancel you. So that's what the whole movie was really about, which is, which we see now. That's
That
prevalent
was
today.
man, Black
If
Clinton.
you
When I
don't
saw that,
agree with what's going on in America, you toxic, you're a
right.
narcissist,
that's
you
true. That's
all of
true.
those terms.
Yeah,
So yeah, the Matrix is real.
that's
Yeah, Black
true.
Cleaner. When I saw that last Matrix, I said, man, why? I was like, why Nairobi man put this man in jail? I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think they was on what different sides now at the time because she didn't know, like, she hadn't seen this man in years, you know. And I think she got
Yeah.
compromised because he was there.
Yeah, because once again, like playing it to real life, with all of us leaving and going out of the country and doing our own thing, what happens is it's the same thing, the equivalent of if all of the black men left the plantation. You know what I'm saying? All that does is it makes it harder for the people who stayed on the plantation, because now, okay, they done made security more tighter, and then of course, since there's not a lot of people there to do the work, they just gonna create more work for the people that remain. So that's pretty much what's going on now. Like in Atlanta, I went to UPS. I'm up in this UPS store because my aunt. That's the reason I'm in Panama right now, is because she was moving she was retiring, so she moved to Panama from Atlanta. I'm up in Atlanta sending her stuff away. Ain't nothing but females up in the UPS store, and I got this heavy ass.
Even up in here in Seattle, I seen fine. They're fine, but they up in this women. It's women, bro. Up in the UPS
Exactly.
store.
So I got this heavy ass trunk that my aunt wants to ship to Panama, and I bring it up in there, and it's all wrapped up, and the girls is looking at the trunk, and they're like, "I can't lift that. That's gonna break. That's gonna hurt my back.
That's gonna break my nail."
Exactly. And I'm like,
I just
and then
got
they're
these
looking at me.
done.
You can't do it. I'm like, I don't get paid to do it. This is what you signed up for. And they're like, well, we're gonna have to wait for the UPS driver to come get this because I can't get it.
You
And they getting all mad at me because I wouldn't lift it. I'm like, yo, if you should have not took the job at UPS if you ain't gonna be lifting up packages.
Wait, Black
Yeah.
Clean, did you go? You went to the UPS store. Or you actually went to the UPS plant that has the store.
I went to the UPS plant.
Okay, that's different. Yeah, I thought
There's
you
no
actually just went to a
excuse. They should have
store.
been able to. Yeah, they should have been able to do that.
Yeah,
Or
because
they
all
could
the
have had at
workers and
least
truck
a
loaders.
dude in the back that, but no, they were saying basically no,
They didn't
because there
want to
wasn't
do it.
enough money. The
Man, they're
dudes didn't
lying.
want
Look,
to do it.
I work for UPS. I was a seasonal helper. It says on the application, are you able to lift 50 to
50 pounds. Yeah,
75
they ask you
pounds?
that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You sign. When you say yes, you make a commitment to pick up a heavy ass box. Like, you
Yeah.
know?
So yeah, that was what really pissed me off about that.
He
It's
said
like,
it
why the
pisses
hell did you get this job? Oh, because you got to pay bills. I understand, and no dudes wanted the job. Okay. But don't get mad at me if I'm trying to give you this 50. I'm carrying it up in here. My job is
me.
done.
Right.
You supposed to take it and bring it in the back. You want me to bring it in the back for you? Get the fuck out.
And then what? You had to put it back in the truck? Like, like.
No, I just left it there. They just looked at me like, all mad and shit. Lazy ass nigga. You know how they do. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Black
I
Cleaner.
like nigga.
We got to say the Oka Ruckus song. That nigga I love it.
different, man. And Black Cleaner, you from Philly, right?
Now you
Nah, I'm
from
from
Boston.
Boston originally.
Oh, really?
He
Okay,
sound
I
like
don't
you
know
from
why.
Philly in New York
I don't
area.
know why. Yeah, I don't know why I kept thinking Philly. Okay, so you from Boston. So so you familiar with like Dorchester and all that?
Yeah, I'm from Mattapan, which is right next door to Dorchester. Yeah.
Yeah, he had the
Okay,
Red
so
Sox shirt on him in
you
the video.
you familiar with like Brockton, right? Like
Yeah,
Brockton.
I got family up in Brockton. One of my
Yeah, I heard.
ex-girlfriends, they live out in Brockton.
Yeah, they call it like a boxing town. Like a lot of boxers came out of like
Yeah,
Brockton and
Marvin
stuff.
Hagler came from Brockton.
Yeah, okay.
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Rest in peace.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I thought he was from Philly. Okay, that's cool, man. Boston, yeah.
Philly,
Because
when
you
they
know,
say they're fighting out of Philly, that's probably where they're training out of. When they say fighting
there's
out.
a lot of out of Boston. There's like I'm sure it's changed over the years, but there's a lot of I know because my mom's Haitian. There's a lot of Haitians in Boston. There's a lot of Cape Verdeans in Boston.
Yeah, that's all they got. They got Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, and Cape Verdeans in Boston.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Irish.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because like being from Boston, like where because I've read about how like Boston was white certain parts, like Southie. Like how was it when you was growing up?
Well, of course, naturally, being in Mattapan, Dorchester, Roxbury, that's the hood. So
Okay.
so all you're gonna see is your people. See what and what happened when I was around there. They had that big white flight because when we started moving into Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan were actually working class towns. So the Irish and the Jewish people, they all lived in those neighborhoods. But then finally, when they started, integrating in the 70s and 80s, and we started moving into those neighborhoods, they started moving out into the suburbs.
Okay, and that's like Southie,
Well,
like
South is still Boston, but
it's
yeah,
still okay.
the ones who couldn't move to the suburbs, like what you're talking about, like Avon and Framingham and
Uh,
Randolph, they moved to their hood, which is Southie. The Italians moved to East Boston. All the Italians was in East Boston or
yeah,
Charlestown. Of course, y'all saw the movie The Town.
the
So
town, yeah. Cause
yeah,
their
so
accent is funny. Cause like I hear their accent, but then when I hear like black and like Hispanic, they got like a different accent.
Yeah, I'm looking
because
at the layout of Boston. Well, they got Jamaica Plain. That's probably like
yeah,
what reside Jamaicans over there.
no, Jamaica Plain is white folks. There's actually it's white folks and Dominicans in Jamaica Plain.
I see Mattapan right next
Yeah,
to Milton. There's
Yeah.
Quincy.
And
Um,
Boston is like I never really been to Boston. They got like projects like New York, or it looks different. It's more like houses, like
they don't got
homes,
high rise projects, but yeah, our projects will go up to like 5, 6 floors and it'll stop. Unlike
like
New
garden
York,
style. Yeah,
it looked
yeah,
like Boston got boroughs. Look like
yeah. Because Boston, that's the city I want to go to. Because as a kid, like being Haitian, like it's like when you leave Haiti, like my mom, I was born here, but when my mom was like, when you leave Haiti, you go to Miami, Boston, Brooklyn, or Canada. Like those are the only
yeah.
places you went.
man. Black Cleaner Celtics fan, man. I'm sorry about them Celtics, bro. About man, Tatum got that cat and that injury, bro. Like, damn, you
Yeah,
guys
that's
just won the
the
ship,
whole thing. Yep.
man. We knew Dallas wasn't gonna beat y'all, man. Dallas ain't had no firepower.
Yeah, because I didn't even know that. I didn't even know like Bobby Brown and them was from out there.
Yeah, they from OP Orchard Park. That's actually have y'all remember the movie Into Deep with LL Cool J and
Yeah.
Omar Epps? That's
Yeah,
actually the projects where Bobby Brown and New Edition came from.
he said
Same project.
he was
And
like,
that's
"You're
not
not
too
a
far
cop.
from you. That's not too
You're a
far from where you at.
sellout."
Like Mattapan. That wasn't too
Say it
far
again.
from like. That wasn't too far from like where you was at, like Mattapan.
No,
Or
Mattapan. I mean, okay. Well, Mattapan, Dorchester, and Roxbury are probably 3 miles away from each other.
okay,
Because Boston itself, like, I mean, I can get from my house. I mean, from my house in Mattapan to downtown Boston, it's only 9 miles away.
oh,
Damn.
okay.
So you literally you can walk through all of the hoods to get
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
it's going to
Mattapan.
be.
That's you over there. Shoot, I'm
that's
over
what's
here looking
up.
at the map of Mattapan, man. It looks like a very big area.
No, it's small. I mean, it's as I said, it's probably about 3 to 5 mile radius.
Because you got Dorchester Center and
Yeah,
uh I don't know, it looks like boroughs, man, to me.
yeah. I mean, they're not as big as like the
New
five
York,
boroughs in New York because they're like their own cities. But yeah, we have our
Boston's
own
fucking
little.
huge.
Yeah,
Cause you keep going further, man, your ass is in Rhode Island.
yep, yeah. Rhode Island's only 45 minutes away.
Like I live in Washington, so I-90, you could drive I-90, you go all the way to Boston on I-90 from Seattle.
Wow. Now
Because
that's
I-90 goes right into downtown Boston.
now that I didn't know because I mean, of course, when we travel 90, which we call the Mass Pike, it
Mm-hmm.
takes us into New York
Yeah.
State.
Because I-90 goes through Cleveland and like, because it goes like, it's an interstate here in Washington now. I-95 is like through Florida, DC.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see any other interstate from Washington that will get me to Boston if I was driving or something. Taking a Greyhound on the road.
Now that's interesting. I never knew that because I've driven I-90, but we went to Buffalo, New York, and then we went to Toronto, Niagara Falls, and all of that. But that's where we stopped. I didn't know that 90 kept going all the way to the West Coast. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it goes, because you take I-90 on Lake Erie, right there, it's Cleveland.
Okay.
That's
Would
the
you
next
say?
stop
Would you
from
say?
Buffalo.
Would you say Boston is like kind of like Philly in a way? Like you know how Philly was like a huge Muslim, like influence. Was Boston like that?
Yeah, because we had Malcolm X. Malcolm X, that's what was his first mosque in Boston, and then he went to New York.
I
And
didn't
Yeah,
then,
know that. I did not know
yeah,
that.
because when he left where his mother was from after his father died, he came to Boston because he had a aunt who lived in Boston, and so she raised him. And then that's when he was doing the whole the Detroit Red and all of that stuff.
Yeah, Detroit Red. Yeah, okay.
When he was doing all of the burglaries, he was actually in Boston doing all of those burglaries.
Boston, man.
Oh damn. Okay. Yeah, I
And
ain't know that.
Boston has a big ass harbor, but it has a lot of islands in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
George's
Like,
Island, Thompson's Island, Nantucket. Yeah, a lot of
y'all
people
got
we go to
the
Martha's Vineyard.
bay, the Quincy Bay must be like a beach area for y'all.
Yeah,
It
for
is,
sure.
but it's. I mean, it ain't all that. It's like it's lousy. I mean, people when we go to the beach, we actually go to like
Nantucket,
Nantucket.
Nantucket, or whatever. How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, we go to Nantucket. We go to what's it? Cape Cod. Cape Cod is on the where you see the little tip.
Okay, there's like a Boston Light. Is that like a lamp post or something? The Boston Lighthouse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All them little islands.
cause I know that Lawrence is like one of the largest Dominican communities in the United States.
yeah,
But that's like further out, right? That's like 30, 40 minutes out, like
yeah.
from
I mean, yeah. Once you leave downtown Boston, you go about 20, 30 minutes north, and you'll be in Lawrence.
I'm pretty sure, man. If you've been in Boston, I'm pretty sure you've been to Nova Scotia, huh?
Yeah, no, I haven't been to. I've been to Montreal, but I haven't been to Nova Scotia.
It's
Nova Scotia's in
Halifax.
Canada. Yeah, Halifax, all
It's
of
a
that.
big ass. It's like a big ass. They got a Victoria's Secrets over there in Halifax and all this shit. Like it's big city.
I mean, they have a city in Massachusetts called Halifax, and I've been there. But no, but the real Halifax in
In
Nova
Canada.
Scotia
Yeah.
is 6 hours away. And yeah, there was a time when I got out of the military, I would be in Canada every other weekend because it was like a 6-hour drive. That's like going to New York. So as I said, Boston shuts down at 2 a.m. So when you're trying to really party and turn up, you're like, you ain't trying to be in this corny ass, town. You're trying to be someplace where it's live.
Yes. So you and your boys ever been like, man, yo, let's go to Nova Scotia, bro? Like,
nah, once we got to Montreal, because the party was in Montreal, so we would just stay in Montreal. Because as he said, there was, they had the Haitian girls and they had the African girls, the girls from Somalia.
Speak
Man,
French
and
and
the
all that.
Ethiopians, them chicks was bad.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm pretty sure in Nova Scotia it's cold as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Winter time.
Yeah, there was the chick that I was dating, she lived in Canada. She's from Zimbabwe. She actually she got a nursing degree, and that's where her first contract was at to do nursing as a traveling nurse. She was in Nova Scotia. She was like, "It's nice up there," but she hated it because it was just too cold. There was nothing to do.
Where the fuck is
so in Panama, right? Like from the videos, it looks like it's mostly like Afro, but like when I meet people, I meet a lot of like white looking, like European looking, and that's kind of what I wanted to get into in Panama. So like it's a mixed bag over there.
I only deal with the Afro Latinas myself, okay, but that there's this is prevalent around Latin America. Period. There's a caste system that goes on in Latin America where the mestizos, the mixed race Spanish people, and your blancas, they're the ones that got the jobs, and then they relegate all of your Afro Latinas or darker to the underclass type of jobs, which is your either your sir. If you are lucky enough to get a job, it's going to be one of these menial jobs, and if you can't get a job, then you're just out in the street hustling and scamming and doing sex worker.
Man.
So that's why when you go to Sosua and all of these places and you see all these girls out here selling, is because when they try to go get a real job, it's the lighter skinned females or lighter skinned people who have the jobs. So they can't get a job. So they just left to be out here selling.
That's colorism.
So
yeah,
how would you
exactly.
as far as dating, I know you only into Afro, but like let's say you wanted the mestizo look, like is that over there? Is that a thing, or they kind of keep to their own?
In Boston?
I mean you can get a mestizo chick. I mean, no problem. Because they, especially if you're a gringo, and and a lot of them, because they're educated, they done went to school, they done learned English, you'll be able to get one real easy. But the ones that are Afro Latinas, you'll be able to get those too, but you just know that they're going to be in that if they're not in the life, then they're going to be like Avery was talking about. They're going to be the 777s, the baby.
Oh my god, yo, y'all keep. Y'all need. Hey, I gotta send Black Cleaner a picture what the girl look like.
I had one. You know what I'm saying? That's the chick that I was dating for a year and a half here in Panama.
She had 777 on her neck or just on her body somewhere.
So
she had a couple of tattoos, but yeah, I'm just and she was a beggar. You know what I'm saying? I wrote a whole book about our year together. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, I gotta check that out because I was gonna say because like you've been to DR, right?
Yeah, I've been to DR.
Okay, so what is okay? So here's the thing with DR. A lot of the guys are having like we understand that in certain countries it's gonna be there's a financial difference, right? But a lot of the guys they kind of getting sick of the begging thing in DR.
So am I.
So, like, is it as bad? Because they say that DR is the worst that it gets. So, like, how is it in Panama?
It's the same. I mean, as I just told you, the only difference in Panama is that it depends on who you're going for. Me, I go for Afro Latinas, so I already know I'm going to be dealing with the begging situation because they're in a bad situation. But when you leave the Afro Latina and start getting into more of the mixed and the Blancas, then you start seeing less of it. But
Got
also
it. Got it.
too, okay, if you're a tourist or you're not like me, I live here. So because I live here, I'm immune to a lot of that more. But the ones who are tourists, they're not going to be taking you seriously. You really got to put in some time with a female for them to take you seriously. If you're just going to be here for, like Tupac said, all I got is one night in town, break out a B clown, I
Yeah.
get around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that they're gonna see you as that. They're gonna be like, okay, he's a tourist. All right, cool. So he's either gonna be a client or a sugar daddy, one of the two.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All
What
right.
what else did Tupac say? He said, "If you don't let me, you don't keep sweating me. If it's something basically, I
Exactly.
don't want it that easy." You know, just
Yeah,
another quote.
man.
Exactly.
Cause
I know I didn't
Panama.
say it all to 100%, but you know what I was talking about.
Yeah, cause I seen some baddie like
You
Afro
don't let me.
Latinas and mestizos from Panama, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, man. Black Queen ain't messing with the mosquitoes from Mexico. You know what I'm
That's with no SpongeBob's. Yeah, I went to this one strip club
saying?
in
Mexico.
Mexico when I was there, and all I saw was a whole bunch of SpongeBob built chicks up in the strip club. I
Oh,
was like,
flat back.
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, and they were all coming up to me, oh hey baby, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, get away from me.
He's like, "Give me my drink."
For real. You built like my plumber. Get away.
Yeah.
Oh man, he said my plumber.
Man, some of them probably have some big chesties, you know what I'm saying? But it's flat back.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
square. No,
So
it was
so
Oh,
you
terrible.
been
pudgy.
so you've been down to Cologne and all that too.
Yeah, I've been to Cologne.
Yeah, cause I heard that's like super Afro over there.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing, okay, if you understand the history of Panama, when the Panama Canal was being built, they have two parts. They got the one that's in Panama City, and then they have the part that's in Cologne. So all
Right.
of the black people that were the Jamaicans, they
Yeah.
were so because remember the black people originally came from Colombia and the West Indies. So
Yeah.
Jamaica, Trinidad, and all of those places. And they came there to go help build the Panama Canal. So they was doing the ones that was doing
To
all
get
of the labor,
money,
the digging.
get paid from the U.S. government.
Exactly. So
They had babies while they was on.
they all settled in Cologne. And then of course, when the Panama Canal was finished, some of them went back home, but a lot of them just stayed and just had kids, and now they just live
Yeah.
there. And now a lot of those people in Cologne, they've actually moved to another part of Panama, which is actually closer to Costa Rica. It's called Bocas del Toro. So you'll hear
Okay.
a lot of people who actually, they got tired of living in Cologne because it was too hood, and now they all live in del Toro.
Hey, Black Cleaner, man, would you ever go to Nicaragua and all that?
I would. I haven't been there yet, but I've been wanting to go to Costa Rica, and I heard Nicaragua was real nice because one of my
On the beach,
expat female friends, she went to Nicaragua. She said she liked it. It was real nice.
Honduras.
Yeah, I want to go to Honduras because Dr. Sabi's village is up in there. So I've been wanting to go to the Ursha village.
I ain't heard
Yeah.
nothing from Dr. Sebi since that Nipsey Hustle stuff. Dr. Sebi.
You know, like in damn, I was just about to say. So yeah, cause like I'm a veteran too. So like it's I know you said that it's a retirement place. So like, do they got like veterans clinics or any type of
Yep.
programs or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that you say that because I was just talking to my lawyer because I'm, trying to get my rating bumped up to 100%. So I got to go to a clinic here in order to go get the evaluation done. But yeah, they actually have satellite clinics here in Panama for your veterans. So
You
you
know,
do get, huh?
I was gonna say, you know what I'm gonna do? Just in case, so you have more backup or more help. I'm gonna send you. It's a guy I know. I'm not gonna say too much on here, but I'm gonna send you. It's a guy I know that like he helps with the ratings too. I know you say you got a lawyer, but
Yeah.
like he helped me get mine. So like just to share the information. Like, you know what I
What
mean?
rating you at so far?
I'm closed out P&T, man.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
what I'm trying to
I
get.
didn't want to. Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I was gonna hit you on the back end and let you know, like type shit. But
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, because yeah, you could definitely get that. Like it's sometimes it's like it's just little things that people need. It's like information. They don't want us to know it.
exactly.
Yeah, so like
Bruh.
I'll send you his info to just so you have it. Just so you have options. So
Okay, cool.
definitely, yeah, because that'll help a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, what branch was you in?
I was Army. You was Marines?
No, I was a Navy.
Oh, okay, okay. Cool. Yeah, I was Army. Yeah,
I am
so
not military. I am excluded from this.
yeah,
I remember when I
yeah,
was in high school, bro, the Navy recruiter tried to recruit me all the time. Like, I was like, I told the lady, I said, look, I took the ASVAB and all that, but I was like, I'll tell you the truth. I don't want to be sitting in no daggum destroyer for 30 days like this.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing, bruh. I'm gonna tell you because that was the best. It was the best and the worst decision I ever made.
Wait, you was on a destroyer? Like,
I was on a cruiser. I was on an Aegis cruiser in Yokosuka, Japan. So,
okay.
and yeah, I mean, I was out in out in the streets in Boston. I wrote a book about that. I haven't published it yet, but what happened was a situation happened. It was something similar to Minister Society. I was about to go ride on some fools. You know how boys in the
yeah,
hood.
He was about to
And,
be like a Cuba Gooding Jr. Hit the light.
yeah, and I was like Cuba Gooding Jr. I was
Get
like,
out the
let me
car,
out.
man. Get out the car.
yeah.
Yep. And I ended up getting out the. Well, actually, yeah, I ended up getting out
He's
the
similar
car.
to the scene.
I ended up getting out the car, and 2 scenes later, I was in Yokosuka, Japan. I was like, damn, and everybody else went to jail.
Right. Just like they
Yeah.
did. Remember when Ice Cube? Remember when they was driving and
Yep.
Ice Cube told Cuba Gooding Jr. He's like, get out. He's like, get the
Yep.
fuck out, nigga. He was like,
Yep.
you don't want to be part of what we're gonna do. He was
And
looking out for his
you
friend.
went to the Navy at a time where like the streets was everybody was in the streets.
90s, 80s,
Like
probably.
it wasn't even a choice. Like everybody was in the street in the 90s,
Yeah.
in the 80s. Everybody was in the streets.
Man, but hey, I remember so this Seafair coming up in Seattle, I think a couple weeks from now. So, man, we're in August, man. They have Fleet Week. Bro, I got to go on a carrier, bro. That thing is freaking huge.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
huge city.
yo, they have like
Got like
PlayStation in
6,000
there.
people on that thing.
Bro, they fed us some food for storing on the carrier.
You was an MA?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I was warehouse. They call it storekeeper, logistics specialist.
Okay, yeah. Oh, what I always tell people, like those looking back, those were the best jobs. Cause they was the plug. They had everything. And then when they came home, if they wanted to, they could have worked for the government.
Yeah, they could work for the government. They can go get their CDL and their forklift license and go, work in the warehouse. And see, that's what I would have done when I got out. But my father had his own pest control company, and he had major accounts. So as soon as I got out, he was just like, "Yo, I got the Boston Public Schools to go do. You can go, come with me tomorrow, and we can get paid." So I was just like, "Fuck it."
And he gets paid ever since.
I heard, yeah, when I first seen you on the panel, I heard you talking a little bit about, was it were you talking about fire restoration, I think?
Yeah, water damage restoration. Yeah, I did all of that. Chasing the hurricanes. Yeah, I've been down to Florida, Hurricane Irma, went to Hurricane Sandy up in New York, Hurricane Harvey in Texas.
Oklahoma,
So
tornadoes.
were you doing
BP oil spill, huh?
were you doing like government contracting, or you just did your own thing?
Nah, what they would do is they would hire you as the subcontractor, and you would work for one of these companies. Like when the BP oil spill came, you know how they do. They just do a mass hiring of all of these laborers and technicians,
Mm-hmm.
and they would put you on a team and send you down there, to go handle the situation. Now they would get the contract from the government or whatever company it was, and then they would just hire you on. So that's how it would.
You talk about like American Red Cross or something like that, American Blue Cross or
No, I mean you talking about FEMA,
like
but
FEMA or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, similar to FEMA. But see, FEMA, what they do is they're like the insurance adjusters. So when
Yeah.
there's a disaster, then they're gonna go out and they're gonna just go door to door to check with people and see how bad it is, and then cut them a check. I'm the guy who's actually gonna go up in their house and gut their house out and clean everything up to get it ready for the construction people to go to rebuild it.
Oh, so you like demo?
Exactly. I'm the demo technician. Yeah.
So
Destroying
like
shit. Bow.
reason why I'm asking is because like it's interesting because you don't get to meet too many people that's in that industry, and
Black
like
folks, because there's a whole bunch of white folks in it.
so I'm sure there's a bag in it though. I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
there's like good paying. Like, so do they pay based on like that? Like once the damage is done, they're like, hey, this job is like an estimate. Like, hey, this job is gonna be this much. Black cleaner, can you and your crew come in, or you guys charge? Like, how does that work?
Okay. It's like a car accident. So, if you get into a car accident, they're gonna send an adjuster out, and the adjuster has a computer, and he got everything online. How much it's gonna cost to repair the bumper? How much it's going to repair the lights and do all of that stuff, and then he's gonna cut you a check based on the cost for the labor for a shop to do it and the parts.
Got it.
It's the same thing for any type of house. That's what happens. It's like, okay, we already know what the going rate is for labor to be done, and we already know how much it's going to cost for these new parts to be rebuilt. So they just going to cut them a check, and then you go out there and you do what the estimate is for.
So Black cleaner.
Oh, cool.
So like, if you were still in that type of work, so when the LA fires happened some months back, you would have probably helped with that, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I've definitely been suited up and went out there because
people forgot about that. People forgot about LA was on fire like 4 months ago.
Yeah,
like because them riots now, I forgot about the fires.
Yeah, because that's the thing about it too, because like Hurricane Harvey, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Houston. Now, I mean, not Harvey, Isaac. In Houston, all of the black areas in Houston, okay, they got a whole bunch of house cleaners and carpet cleaners that were black-owned companies, but none of them knew restoration.
Right.
And all of these white companies like Serve Pro, Service Master, Stanley Steamers, that's what they do. As soon as there's a disaster, they suit up, they go to those areas, and they get in, they're getting 2,000, 3,000, 20,000. Because I mean, one of my boys, he went out because he ended up starting his own company during Hurricane Sandy. He went out, saw what was going on in Hurricane Sandy because he was with a company like me getting paid $20 an hour. And then he was an African dude, so he just made up an excuse. He's all like, "Oh, I got an emergency. I got to go back to Africa."
The front that accent was crazy.
Yeah. Quit the company that we was working for, went back home to Atlanta, got his own equipment.
Yeah.
Came back up to New York with all of his own equipment and started getting jobs on his own. And he ended up leaving New York with $300,000 off of 4 houses because he demoed the house and rebuilt them. And the insurance company paid him to do that for all 3 houses.
Man.
Now, if he would have stayed like me, I didn't have a company back then. So I just stayed with the company I was working with. So all I was doing was getting paid my little $20 an hour, but we working 14-hour days, and then we're getting $60 a day per diem. So really, I mean, I was making good money because I'm making like $1,000 a week, and then I'm getting the $60 a day per diem. So that's what 7 days a week, 7 times 6. That's what $420 a week just in per diem. So I didn't have to spend my check. I sent my check home, and I would just live off of my per diem while I was in New York because the hotel was free. They gave us a rent-a-car or a van for everybody to drive, so it was straight. But I mean, but okay, my little $1,000 a week, and I was only up there for 2 months, so I only made $8,000 compared to his, $300,000.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, you get more of the bag.
Yeah, when you have your own company.
You have your
I mean,
own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you have a
So
Black
would
King. That
you go
no,
ahead? Go
go ahead,
ahead.
Prime.
Go ahead, brother.
Nah, you go. You beat me to the bus. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So with your transition to Panama, like do you think it's something that you could still run
yeah.
from there? Okay.
I mean, well, you can do it here in Panama because Panama is still a developing country, and they don't have, and so they're needing more people in that infrastructure.
Got
Um,
it.
so, because I mean, they're building every day. They're about to build another line going to, subway or train going to Costa Rica. Um,
Wow.
so a lot, and so all of the land and all of the areas that hasn't been developed, they're building up those areas now. So that's all wide open for somebody to come up in here and start making money on that.
And then I was gonna say like, well, during them LA fires, Black King, because I was crazy. That like all them towns got destroyed. Like I seen a house. Well, what's that word? When something comes off a fire and it lands and it creates a whole nother fire. They were like flying in the air
Like
and land.
it's a breed. Nah, it's something else, right? It's
Black King, you know what I'm talking about? It'll start
I
a
mean,
whole
I'm
nother
thinking
fire.
about the soot but
Like they're
you
on
thought
flames. It looks like leaves on fire and it land on it and it creates another fire.
my mind is drawing a blank. I don't know what you're
yeah.
talking
I don't
about,
know
like
what
a
that's called.
flash. I know what you're talking about with like a flash fire, but yeah,
Yeah, so
go on.
I seen one house it was on fire, bro. They recorded this house on fire, Prime. Like this house was like it was on fire for like an hour. It went from a nice house to like a skeleton of a house, and it just caved in, bro. Like it was just so crazy. Like I know in LA, you definitely gotta have some insurance on them houses.
Oh, and that was the thing too. They started canceling people's insurance when the fires in LA started happening because
What?
yeah,
Whoa.
Yeah, I heard about that.
because they didn't want to, of course they didn't want to pay out.
Yeah,
So
because they would have bankrupt them.
yep, exactly.
I'm
But
about to
that
Google
goes
that
to show
word.
you too, though. They're probably gonna do like a class action, some type of lawsuit, because that it looks crazy when you look at it.
I'm about to look it up what Prime was trying to say.
Damn, you
Yeah,
right,
Uh
where did
Black Cleaner.
Ryan
This
go?
the company's probably 8 over there in California, man.
Oh
Like,
yeah, a
oh god,
millionaire. A millionaire is made every disaster.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt
mm,
y'all. The word you was looking for, Prime, was embers. Embers.
Oh, embers. Okay.
Yeah, I saw so many embers fall off a flame and land on another house, and it created a whole nother fire. Like it was just, and it was they didn't have. LA was running out of water. They had to get fire trucks to come from Washington, Nevada, Arizona. Like it was that bad.
I didn't realize Surf Pro was that big. I thought it was just like in this DC area of Maryland, but it's everywhere, I
Nah,
guess.
it's a franchise. You
Okay,
could actually
okay.
buy a Surf Pro.
Mm.
Yeah. But that was crazy, bro. That fire was insane.
And that's I don't know. I think this is a cool industry. I ain't really know. I used to hear about it, but I think it's a cool industry. But like, but you wouldn't say it's seasonal because like, like sometimes there's no disasters, but there's always
No,
still
there's
work.
always a disaster somewhere. It's not
Okay,
seasonal. It's regional. I mean, it's global. That's what I'm saying. Because okay, like right now, Panama's in its rainy season. So of course, when it's in its rainy season, that means that there's going to be flood and there's going to be mold.
got it.
So there's going to be someone who's going to call you because their house got flooded and they need you to go over there and take care of that. Same thing during hurricane season. Hurricane season, which starts around August, there's always going to be either something's going to happen in Florida, something's going to happen in Texas, something's going to happen in Louisiana, in these flood prone areas. So
Yeah,
therefore, those is when that's when millionaires get made.
Okay, excuse me. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Cause like, yeah, just like Oklahoma when they get the tornadoes and everything gets crushed up.
Yep.
So there's always something. You're right. There's always something.
You just gotta have the equipment because that's the key. Because what Avery was just talking about, people run out of supplies and equipment when a big disaster happens. So that's why people
Yeah.
come from different states to go partner and handle, the big disaster.
Like my
So
cousin, like Black Queen, when you talk about the hurricanes, what was that hurricane that happened in Florida? What was it? 2019?
yeah, that was Hurricane
2018?
Irma. That's the one
Yeah.
I went to. Yeah.
He decided to go help with they put him in a hotel.
Yep.
He had people, they had the truck. He was helping, I think, clean up or some debris. He was
Yeah.
getting paid.
Yep, they had me driving from Miami all the way to Orlando, cleaning up, just handing out equipment. They had me in in one of those 26-footer Penske trucks, just handing out, just delivering freaking dehumidifiers to all of the hotels, and I was getting paid $1,000 a week to do that.
That
Man,
was
that's what's
weak.
up.
Shit.
Yeah, and as you said, they gave me a rent a car. I was getting $40 a day per diem. Then yeah, I mean, so it's cool. And then once again, like I was one of the only black people that was a part of their project management team. And I'm
Okay.
like, where all of the black folks at? All of the other
He felt uncomfortable.
black folks that they hired was labor ready temps that they was paying $9 and $10 an hour.
They was getting paid how much?
$9 and $10 an hour to be a
Wow, that's
temp.
probably robbery, dog. Like
Yep.
they should have been compensated a little bit more, cleaning all that shit up.
Yep, but you don't know because the only difference between me and a labor ready temp was I went to a 3-day water damage restoration certification course and got my certification. But of course, these labor ready guys, they don't know nothing about getting no certifications. All they know is, I need to get paid. So they just go sign their name on the list at labor ready and sit there and wait for the phone to ring so that they can, get paid for the day. They get their little $60, $70 and then they go and, do what they do with their $60, $70 for the day.
Hey, Prime, you ever worked for Labor Ready before?
No.
Shit, I did that shit one time. I said never again.
No, I work construction. That they
They had me demoing an apartment.
Yeah.
I said I ain't doing this no more.
Yeah, man. But nah, that's some good game right here. Shit, Avery, you this is good. Like a lot of brothers could take this kind of sauce and go get some bread.
I know. That's why I brought it up about the fires, because that was the most recent thing that happened over here. It was on the news. They needed fire trucks from Seattle, and
you need to get your ass down to LA.
Man, that was 4 months ago. They probably rebuilt half them homes by now.
Oh man, but nah, man, I appreciate this conversation, man. Avery, man, appreciate you. Black Clean, appreciate you, man. I'm gonna jump off.
All right.
I appreciate this conversation, man. And yeah, I'm a DM you on Instagram with the information.
No, his number. He put his number in the back chat. His WhatsApp number.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked him for it earlier.
Okay, yeah, I don't have it, so I'll just probably, if you don't mind, Black, I'll text Avery for it. And then,
okay, yeah, you got it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Black, we be on what? All right, Prime. We usually be on WhatsApp calls, on group calls. On WhatsApp. Yeah, cool. Man, I'm sitting there like, shoot, because I've been looking for a while. Like, man, I need to get out of here, visit another country or something, because Seattle be getting boring. I ain't trying to deal with the sisters out here, man.
Y'all got sisters out in Seattle? I thought it was only white folks out in Seattle.
Man, like, we got some sisters, man, but you know what I'm saying? like I ain't trying to like if Chan was on, Chan would have been like, I ain't trying to be racist.
Nah, I already know the deal. All of the brothers in Seattle is dating white chicks. They doing the little.
They getting their little SGA going on.
Yeah, exactly.
SGA and Halliburton.
Yep.
I didn't know Halliburton had a YT, man.
That's how it go.
Man,
I had a couple of cousins that moved from Boston to Seattle, and then actually one of them is still in Seattle. The other one
Right.
moved back east, but he with a snow buddy. He'd be like, "Yeah, he's a snow buddy. He's Spanish." Yeah, whatever. Okay, she's just a white girl that speaks Spanish.
Right. I'm over here thinking shit. I don't know. Ryan probably went to bed, man, because this shit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I only see me and you up on here, so
we might well hop off and just talk on the back chat, like on the what's the name.
Yep.
So we might well do that. I don't know if people still watching. Shoot, it's not. It's about to be 10 o'clock over here. It's to watch the late night show time.
Oh man, it's about to be midnight. Y'all got me. Let me get the hell up off here.
Yeah.
All right, man, Avery. It was good chopping it up with you.
Yeah, we could chop it up on the WhatsApp. Continue the conversation. But on the YouTube aspect, we out of here.
All right. Peace.
Peace.